can actually see outside with this webcam.
And welcome everybody to outside of his webcam. So, welcome to episode, I forgot already what the number is, I think it's 28 of Monster Hunter Stories. The Black Nergigantes, there's also a Petty Squabbles in there somewhere. Where we last left off, you guys were having a nice jungle vacation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Vacation.
You ran into an Aspinus, a giant, you guys are having crab meat for dinner. You dealt with some, there was a little bit of fog for a bit there. So a couple people really excited and happy. A really nice gnome that is living with a bunch of Mellinks. And you found some ancient ruins. What more could you really ask for?
Oh yeah, those ruins we never have to go.
And I wanted to add more music to this, but I was busy doing other things and did not have time, so it did not get done. But yes, as we can see here, last time on Black Nergigantes, you murdered a crab. It was a very tempered crab.
Crab people.
Talk like people, speak like crab, whatever.
Mhm.
Just double this
Look like
crab.
crabs speak like people.
Reject humanity, return to crab. Also,
Yes.
I am injured.
You are, yeah. You all had a little bit damage, except for Mage, who's looking perfectly fine.
That's normal.
Yeah, right. Either perfectly fine or dead.
It's no in between.
There's no in between.
Yeah, we
Well,
already told
yes.
this is gonna be this is pretty much its lair, so we can hold up here and take as long as the rest we need until he comes back here.
Mage is confirmed Shedinja with 1 HP.
Yeah.
That's why it hurts so much.
Means he dies at 2 HP.
So, I don't know what these are here for anymore, so we're gonna delete you and you. We may experience some bugs today, everybody, because of Foundry's updates and stuff like that. So, if so, I'm sorry. I also forgot to post to the Discord that we're doing this. I'll leave that on my phone real fast. Ooh. Drew's the one who told me that. That I was streaming on the Pokedads one instead of this one.
Polka dads.
Heck yeah. We're dads and we play Pokemon. So if anybody didn't know, I do a Pokemon TCG podcast that is doing fairly well. Well, I just do it for fun.
Subtle plugin.
Yes, very subtle. Check it out. Live for things. Boom. It didn't even post. I don't know why I didn't link. Sorry, everybody. Just being weird. We lost someone's webcam.
Probably me.
It was mid.
It was me.
I am being censored.
I was just looking at that.
You're being censored.
There you go, uncensored. Yeah, his picture was up. I wasn't sure how long it was gonna happen for.
Ah.
Fix it.
Yeah, it's fixed. All right. So you are currently here. You guys are talking about trying to rest and waiting to see if this Tiestra that you're hunting down at the behest of Rewix. My Discord crashed.
DM died.
And my camera also died.
It was perfect timing. Man, Discord is
Man,
clusterfuck
somebody died
today.
It is so accurate that I was talking to Ellie earlier and we had just the beta test stream for the main stream.
I mean, to be fair, they also break stuff for them too. Though it breaks I think more often
Yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah, because we break everything.
We're so powerful we break things.
Right. That's exactly how it works. So yes, you are currently hunting down the Tiestra that is a bit stronger, battle hardened than the original one you fought at the behest of Rewix due to needing its blood to help develop this cure, this vaccine. So,
Camera, please.
Camera is just really pissed off at you right now.
It is Discord, I swear.
Do you have a little update button in the top right corner of Discord?
No. It might be a camera. I don't know.
Didn't you replace
Camera
that
has
camera?
power. Yeah. That's why it's Discord, not the camera.
It's obviously the USB plug you have it plugged into. that
I
port.
tried all of the USB ports.
You hearing all these excuses that make perfect sense to test?
It
Yeah,
literally turns off as soon as it turns on.
gotta be something going on.
It's all Aaron's fault.
You'll need to upgrade. And it's dead
Yeah.
again. It's just gonna stay off.
Now I gotta give me a minute. Everybody gotta make some quick adjustments.
No more camera for me.
No more Korma.
We'll do it that way. Fast adjustment. You get a gray background.
With heavy on it.
No, not anymore. In the. All right, now that the kinks are hopefully solved, I'm breaking stuff over here. Get rid of you, error.
Sorcerer points not available.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that even came from. So, now that all the kinks are hopefully out of everything at the moment, you guys are just gonna try to take a short rest.
Yes, ideally.
I like how our stream still says I'm level 9 artificer.
Damn right you are. You never
I'm level
really
11 paladin.
matured. That's maturity level, not actual power level.
So I never really need to use anything past my level 10 ability, so I guess it's true.
I will have you know that I am a level 11 paladin, level 4 bard.
So, and I would really consider upgrade or like updating that between the games today, but I have to travel to my friend's house to drop off his birthday present, and also we got some of the alcoholic Mountain Dew because my sister-in-law came into town from Alabama. So she came up to Tennessee where you can actually buy the stuff because you can't get it where I'm at, and I have a case for two of my friends to bring it to them.
Look, if you're gonna have that kind of fun, you need to invite the rest of us.
There was that video of mixing Mountain Dew and Bud Light.
Ew,
Apparently, it tastes really good.
that sounds horrible.
But when everyone tries it, they're like, "Damn it, didn't work."
I mean, I'll just mix it with other stuff that's probably better.
It won't be the same.
Today, kids, Monster was brought to you by beer.
Alcohol.
Drink it. That's the
Or don't.
slogan. All right. So,
Bud Light, something.
if you would, Gerathor, give me your
Roll out 1. Roll out 1.
survival check. Let's see how this rest potentially goes. Aha, he whispered something. Now, can you see that?
We can see it's
It just
question
says
mark.
question mark.
I was curious if he could see that. So, but yeah, because I see it with
I
no
actually
problem.
like it better that way.
I mean, sometimes it
way
did
over.
before and sometimes it didn't. So I just wanted to be sure that you got if you
Oh,
guys
it's
could
not advanced. It only rolled one set, didn't it?
No, it rolled 2. 20D or 2D20 KH is keep highest, so it rolls 2 and keeps the highest of
Okay.
them.
I forgot that if I edited that.
It's Mountain Dew with any light beer.
Disgusting.
You know you're gonna try it.
I'm definitely not.
It says the alcoholic Mountain Dew. All right.
Let's
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest. Let's
But-
be real here, Emil. In
Mhm.
college, I drank something called Mountain Brew, which is coffee brewed with Mountain Dew.
That sounds horrible
We
too.
just call that moonshine.
It
here.
was, but it kept you awake for 3 days.
Not if you had ADHD. Then it just leveled you out.
There was so much caffeine and sugar in there, it was almost lethal.
My wife drinks
Almost lethal.
like a minimum of like 64, basically like a liter of coffee. And it's 2 liters, and one of the two of them. Basically, she drinks a fuck ton of coffee every day, and just right to bed. But that's what ADHD does to you.
Coffee is a constipator.
Coffee doesn't actually keep you awake; it just prevents your the sleep nerves from being interacted.
Mm-hmm.
Never done that for me. Also, coffee's
What-
disgusting.
How it works with
Agreed.
ADHD
I've never
is
touched coffee in my life.
It's so gross.
it makes it so you don't get tired of keeping focus on something, so it becomes easier to stay focused.
Monster brought to you by Slamming on Coffee.
Buy it. No, coffee's gross as well. I only drink it if I have I'm dying. All right, so we got a roll from Gerathor. I got my roll. We got pings going everywhere. Is our movement pings working? Yeah, they are. They weren't working
Oh,
before.
these are awesome.
I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys are doing that. To be honest,
A new ping animation.
is
I
it just,
like it.
oh,
It's
it's
cool.
just a new one. Cool. Okay, gotcha.
So I can't move my character now.
I cannot move my character.
Drag out a new token.
The game's also paused.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
there we
yeah, I
are.
might have done it.
There's now 2 of me.
I don't know how to delete that.
Spawn all the tokens.
Oh my guys, I'm gonna murder you all.
I don't actually know how to delete this.
You press delete.
It does not.
Ammo has to delete.
Yeah.
Are you guys aren't allowed to delete? Good.
Did I?
I'm trying to delete error, but it's not working.
So, now that we've got the kinks out with Foundry's update kind of being all funky and stuff like that, you're going to rest. Right. So, are you guys like looking to rest like literally just in the middle of this area? Are you trying to hide somewhere? Where are you trying to specifically rest at the moment?
We might as well do it here in the small area so that way you can get an ambush up.
Nice little tunnel.
That way, if I need to, I'll just greater invisibility Gerathor, and you can ride up there and just continuously stab it a Teostra repeatedly without it knowing anything.
Makes sense.
Let us know if we can roll our dice.
Yeah. So, go and move your tokens to where you want to be at first, please. Let's go ahead and with a nice GM whispered stealth check for the whole group to see how well you're hidden during your rest.
Oh no. Control is a disadvantage, right?
I don't know. You can try it. That was at disadvantage, yeah.
Cool. I think I rolled a 0.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, private.
Yours wasn't private. Yours was one that I think you could see based off the colors.
Oh, I see. Blind GM roll, right?
Yeah.
Well,
You,
now
it's
I-
fine. You rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, but
Minus 1.
I rolled a 0.
Professional. Okay. So as the rest of you who don't know what you rolled, let's see
Oh,
here.
wait. I
Oh, you
picked,
guys- you all
I picked
do.
the one where I do get to see.
That's fine. It's not a big deal. The rest of you, as you begin your rest, sit there. Shaseth's trying to like get comfy here and there. So you on occasion you hear like a clank of the armor. It's like, he's just in so much pain. He just can't really sit still. It, got some cuts that are like rubbing up against the armor in awkward spots, and he's just
Minor stabbings.
some minor stabbings, some gigantic ass claws. Some armor is like kinked in and bent and like poking into his ribs. He's trying to like fix that at points just to kind of get the pressure off his chest. Most of your rest goes by peacefully, as around 45 or so minutes you start to hear as the sound of flapping wings gets louder and louder. As you see comes flying in from the tunnel above, just as a reminder that there is one up there. There it is, it updated.
Nostra.
Alanastra comes. As you're listening about, because you can hear, so Shah said you kind of stop with the adjusting armor and just trying to be as quiet as possible. You do notice there's a second sound of another pair of wings immediately behind it.
That's a Teostra. Do I recognize this Lunostra?
No.
Oh, good.
I have been in this place before doing this exact same quest.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
When you did it the last time, they were both normal.
Were they?
Weren't we?
Why were, why were we 20th level then?
Because I was bad and inexperienced?
What was that, like 4 years ago or some shit?
Yeah. Also, that was because the Nergigante was the actual fight.
That's true. Then we just didn't fight it.
Yeah. So you see Lunastra. Very minimally scarred. Very regal as she lands on the ground. Kind of looks around. What's her passive perception? Okay.
That can be hard to beat mine.
Um,
Passive stealth 0.
It's a group roll though, so yours is tied in with everybody else's as she looks around and just kind of walks over to the side here. Looks over the edge. Just kind of a little makes her rounds around the area as Tiestra lands. And then kind of looks around. During this time, during your rest, the felines, the Linians, your palicos come running in, put the gigantic Diana Hermitar on a cart, and run off with it. So it is nowhere to be seen currently. But, it kind of sniffs around, can smell things. And based off its passive perception, we have how many rolls here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 rolls. Okay, so we're at a tie in this case because we have 3 successes,
Meets or beats.
but 3 fails because of the natural 1. So what I would like to say, because we're at a nice even break here, you guys have a chance to stay hidden for the 15 minutes and get your rest, or it's going to see you. So we're just going to do a nice 50-50 roll here on this one. It'll be, we'll roll a D100, 51 or higher, it doesn't see you. A 50 or lower, it does see you. The question is, who do you guys want to have roll this? And if you want to argue some kind of advantage in some way, if it makes sense, I might allow it, but it's up to you guys.
And Gerathor.
Go
I feel
for it.
like we could have advantage because I don't actually have to sleep with the whole
We're not
Eldritch
sleeping.
invocation.
Right, but you guys aren't taking a long rest, you're just taking a short rest, which does not involve sleeping.
Well, that's what I mean, right? Like even like when it comes to healing, I don't actually have to either. So I can actually keep full purpose of not even resting up or trying to heal to make up for the lack of while everyone else is like wrapping themselves, drinking, doing whatever. I'm the one person that is still keeping watch more.
I'm listening to this really hectic diss track that I made of myself. I'm rapping myself.
I don't know how that would give you advantage on a roll for it to not see you guys. That's the only
He's
thing.
doing
Like,
from our forensic countermeasures. He's dusting the prints.
it's a stone area, so there's no real footprints for the most part. There are little
Even more
signs
reason.
of battle, but there's scorch marks everywhere. I don't think this Tiestra is necessarily concerned with like battle damage in this area. It just it's ruins. I don't really want to go with that being something because it doesn't make sense. Maybe if you guys were taking a long rest or something like that, sure. But in this case, since it's a short rest, it doesn't make sense to me.
I can't think of anything, so go ahead and just roll as far as I'm aware.
Well, what does minor illusion say?
You might illusion up a wall in front of us. It's like a 5-foot area.
Or just make it look dark, like it normally would. You don't block a hole; you just make the hole look normal.
I mean, the hole probably looks normal already. I mean, well, you can just rip the roll. It's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Just roll it. Amel should roll it.
You guys want me to roll it?
Go for it.
He rolls low.
No, I don't. I roll whatever I need it to be whenever it really
He
matters.
rolls low.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
just roll 49.
So as a reminder, yeah, 50 or lower, I win. 51 or lower or higher, you win. In 3,
You want a lower?
2. No, you want higher. Is what you want. Higher means you guys get your rest. 1. That is a lower.
I'll flash
Told you,
you
bro,
plus
slow.
5 it.
It's not a D20. It doesn't count.
Just say it's with D20. Or does it? I don't know. I gotta read that. By the
Oh,
way, I proved it didn't work.
in case you're wondering, it has a passive perception of 18, and Mini Orc rolled a 17. So that was the spot, because the Lunestra only had a 16, so she didn't see you guys at all. It was literally just that one right there, just barely notices. So
It totally wasn't me not helping.
yeah, it definitely doesn't. It's so as it's looking around, Lunestra's walking one way, starts kind of surveying down the tunnels as it knows that's where sometimes prey sits. And that's when it spots like a slight glint off of Shaseth's armor. Mini Orc kind of peers out and notices a little, almost insect-like sized creature. And just roars. Flames and dust flutter out from around its body. Lunestra turns to face the direction as we're going to roll for initiative after I clear out this previous one.
As it goes to black and white, this is how the Nostra's headcanon goes. This is how I lost my husband that day.
Hey, I rolled good.
17.9.
The initiative tracker wasn't up. Wait, no, it is.
It is.
Fucking roundabout starts playing. To be continued.
See, what does the Tiestra roar sound like on this thing? Let's find out. I do
Yeah.
have-
Yeah.
Where's New York go? Didn't worry about it.
Ain't no Tiestra that I've heard before.
Yeah, it did not sound like the Austro.
Guys, I'm just going with what I got.
It kind of sounded like the old Teostra.
Yeah, it's more likely the old one. It's not the deeper
They
voice
kind of
one.
all sounded like. They only had a few roars, really. They reused the sound.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll theirs. Not you, all yours are out.
Teostra fight, we don't use Teostra theme. So.
Okay. So the Lunastra, who was the one who was kind of on guard, walking around the area, we'll say that in general she's probably somewhere up here. When this happens, when he roars, you if anybody speaks Draconic, you hear intruders as she turns and bolts in the direction of the group.
Intruders? Where? Not here.
All right, I can do this.
She bolts towards us and doesn't know where we were. She doesn't know where we are.
She comes running across the space, putting herself between the Tiestra and all of you, and just stares you all down. Looking, the flames, blue flames flutter out in all directions.
Joke's on you, you get to die first now.
So you say to her, okay. She goes, maybe not, maybe before. I can't breathe right now. I'm sick and I'm trying to. She.
this little Astra has asthma.
Her nose is stuffy. She's like, I got. No.
Look, I feel bad for you, Lunostra, but I need you to lay down while we kill your husband.
But she looks at you all, and instead of saying anything, just the flames flicker in her mouth as she then breathes out flames in a 60-foot cone.
I just sigh.
As I need all of you in that nice, pretty line there. Mini Orc's got some cover, so he's safe.
Can I take all of it?
No, it's not how it works. But I will say, since you are in the front and you can use your reaction to like make yourself as big as possible. Try to provide some kind of cover in general. I'll give everybody else behind you advantage.
Use my greatsword to block.
Yeah, so you'll use your reaction. We'll give advantage to the rest of the group behind you.
Yeah, and disadvantaged me.
I already know you're immune, so I understand why you're doing this, but that's why I'm allowing it to happen in the first place. Oh yeah, go and make sure you guys are rolling this out in the open. I guess I will just click on this button.
Oh, get advantage. Okay.
Look at that pretty.
Roll again, flight.
G Flight, you suck.
Rude.
I'm rolling. I rolled really well last night, so I can't roll really well today, I guess.
He's already prepared himself.
Wait, don't you have a 20 in your dex?
I have an 18 dex.
Yeah, +4, and then
Understandable. Have a nice
and
day.
he doesn't have proficiency.
That's just I saw the +4.
Oh, don't forget to add your
assumed-
3, add your 4 because my say my.
Oh, that's,
that's right.
true.
So,
So-
yeah, 20.
So 20. So everybody succeeds then. So you're all going to take half damage from this flame breath.
Like full damage is 0.
Water damage.
25. It's actually a fairly low roll.
Yeah, half of 36.
Yeah, I rolled so many 2s and 1s there. And 3s.
Scale sorcerer points not valid.
Who's trying to scale sorcery points us, dang it?
Every time I interact with my character in any way, it's gonna do that. All I did was subtract 12 health.
Alright. So she breathes flames. Shaseth makes himself wide, blocks a chunk of it with his sword as you all are singed by her breath. And she looks smiling, and the smile slightly fades as she sees Shaseth staying there. Perfectly the same as he was. Still pretty injured, but not really much different. No flames. The flames are kind of out. Alright, that is going to be her turn. Probably should hit the beginning combat button. Flight, it is your turn. You guys are currently in a very interesting situation in your positioning. What do you do?
Squeeze over here past Gerathor. Give Gerathor the mighty touch of invisibility.
White Whipper happy.
Okay. She have legendary action. She does. Cool.
Join cast. Thank you. There we go. On Gerathor.
On Gerathor, okay. Well, this Gerathor has been invisibled. Anything else for your turn, Flight?
I am trying to make so I can see Mini Orc, but it's being really.
Here.
This thing's being really
I
weird.
got you. There you
Okay, Mini Orc moves right there. Can see them and will fairy fire them.
go. Okay.
I'll have drop it down here. Come on.
Now, is that part of your turn or after your turn?
That was after my turn.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I almost said the corner.
because if he gets a turn, I was planning on moving her. That is the one thing.
Mini Orc goes directly after me, as it says here.
Right, but when your turn ends, I can use a legendary action. Because technically his turn comes
Okay.
after you.
Yeah, but he doesn't get a turn because he's not in initiative order.
Well, his initiative order is immediately after.
It would just mean that you aim it slightly differently depending on where she ends
Yeah,
up. It's not gonna she can't dodge it.
Oh, I mean, I can move her up to a good chunk, which was my plan. That's why I wasn't sure if Minior could do that or not.
Sorry, it just
everybody.
says he takes his turn immediately after mine. Like, I don't know if it's
So it is he has his own turn then. So in this case, you just wouldn't roll initiative for him, but he is in the turn order technically. So in this case, when your turn comes to an end after you cast Greater Invisibility, I would use my legendary action, and my plan was to move her to here. And that way she can face the side and prepare for you all to either come out and attack you from the side and flank, because these are not dumb Elder Dragons.
Oh, they're dumber, right? They already chose to fight with us.
And
I
it
mean,
might
you
still
can
be in
typically
range.
hit-
It's very possible it's still in range, but that's where she would have ran to.
You can hit both of them. I think.
I think maybe both
Puts Mini Orc into
both
much range,
corners.
Depending how much movement I need to use.
Would have to go. He'd have to go to
2,
here,
3,
realistically.
5.
Oh, sorry, I moved you.
Oh, I can see right here.
Yeah, you could see there.
Okay, that gives me enough movement to get back inside too, so I'll just drop it here.
Okay, yeah. So they're still in range. I said that's what she would have done.
That.
All right, so I'll make my saves. Do I have
Yeah,
magic
use all your
resistance?
legendary-
No magic resistance
All your
there.
saves.
Magic resistance here. Oh yeah, I have those. I have things I get to do. Okay, nope. Neither of them get advantage for any reason. That's a success on the Tiestra. That is a fail on her. Does she have legendary resistances? Not this version of her. So she is glowing. He is not.
She'll be red because that makes sense here.
Which turns her purple.
The new variant, purple and Astra.
Perpastra.
Yep. Let me put my concentration thing on here.
Leostra.
Okay. So she has been fairy fired.
That's me. I'm done after that, so I'll turn here. I'm just trying to figure out where the concentration thing is.
It's a little circle-y thing on it. So click on the little aura person thing. Oh, there's more things now.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore. Dead, stunned.
I'll zoom in. So many of them.
Flag,
The fuck is empowered?
cursed.
Well, the invisible is a dotted line.
Targeted. Marked, blessed. Corroding. Frightened. Silent. Where is it?
I don't see it.
I'm trying to find the invisible one.
Visible one's first column,
Got it.
second from bottom.
Hey, it phases my fucking thing out of existence. That's cool.
Oh, but you can still see yourself, correct?
No, yeah, it's just like
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I cannot see him.
You vanished actually from my like DM screen,
haha.
which is weird.
Now you don't know where I am.
Except for I know where you're at on that screen.
Cheetah.
That's funny though. That's great.
And for the sake of it, I'll just put the I don't know.
I would do the cursed one. It's the last column about middle way. It's a little circly like spinning one.
If you have
Okay.
haste, you can try and click haste on yourself.
Yeah, I wonder if that's all broken now. We'll have to find out.
There is both Holy Shield and Magic Shield. Ice and fire as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, I'm cursed now.
Okay, so as Being Orc's turn comes to a close, go ahead and hit that. And oh, you did. Shaseth, you are up.
There's a degenerate option.
You
If I want to be
degenerate.
degenerate, I'll go play Team B.
I will use standard action to use lay on hands myself for 50 points.
Okay. As your wounds slowly heal and close as the holy energy courses through you.
And then I will look at my inventory and take a potion of superior healing,
Mm-hmm.
which is 88 plus or 84 plus 8. Roll. $31.
Nice. Solid 80 hit point regen today.
Almost at full health. Then I will move to there.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay, your turn comes to a close.
Burn me. I dare ya.
Burn you, huh? She is going to charge forward. And that's it.
You fool.
That's her legendary action.
You're my range.
We'll hit your end
Oh, you're
turn.
approaching me.
Alright.
Actually, what is her attack rate?
Beep whoop.
It might be a slight change. I don't know what it is. 10 feet.
I have ensured that there is space outside the tunnel. I hope my first roll is a crit. Just
She actually going to be back a 5 feet is where she would be. Okay. So, as your turn comes to a close, it is now the Tempered Boy's turn. As he is going to charge forward himself.
I think, oh, the aggro. I am doing my job.
I'm just gonna go here instead. Nice breath straight down the line. So he's going to breathe fire down the line this way, get a better angle.
I'll try to use my reaction to block it again. Be right in a line.
You aren't in the
Tunnel?
The tunnel, like, yeah, because you had the space to block because you were inside the tunnel. So you had the walls. In this case, the flames are easily able to envelop around you, compared to being more blocked previously. So I would say, because of your positioning, that's not going to work this time. Because I need this person in a 90-foot zone.
No, I can't block a cone. I like Fatalis.
So, Mini Orc would be in this one, because even if he's on the wall there, I'll give Mini Orc half cover, so he'll get a little bonus to his deck save.
Don't think he needs it.
Oh, that was for me.
Oh.
Mini Orc might
I
need
think
it.
he needs it.
So half cover gives Mini Orc, let's see, 5e cover. It gives him like a +5, I think.
Do I get any bonuses from Shaseth's aura, or is it too far?
He is 5 feet out of range for that bonus.
I have made a mistake.
It's 15, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
it's 10.
I will, because I'm being hit with a spell, I'm going to do this now.
3/4 covers what it would be. Which Mini Orc would have being against that wall on that little outcropping there. So it's a +5 for Mini Orc on this one.
And I'll use my... No, because I can't. If I use that, I won't be able to absorb elements.
He's still going to... He has evasion, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that won't matter. He's got so low HP, so probably... Unless you roll out minimum damage, he's dead.
Evasion's 0
Well, if he has
damage.
evasion, he takes no damage. If he succeeds.
It passes, but it's a DC of 21, it says right there.
Yep. So with a +5, though, it puts him at 18. So if you flash a genius to him, he would succeed.
Yeah, but if I take enough damage from the absorbed elements, then Gerathor is visible, and that waste my 4th-level spell. I'd rather have Gerathor do damage, so
Okay.
Mini Orc's probably just gonna die.
Okay. And yeah, Mini Orc is just going to fall.
Depending on how much damage he takes.
I mean, he's got like 3 HP. This thing's going to do a lot more than
Oh.
3.
Does that mean fairy fire stops?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Hardly
why.
knew ye.
That's why I was going with, like, you could save him. You just take some damage yourself and potentially still have,
I can't. Yeah, it takes reaction to use absorb elements. I
Yep.
can't do and save him.
So
at
are
the same time.
you? I guess you can use absorb elements after you take the damage, correct?
No, it's you use it before you take damage.
All right. So you're using absorb elements? Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
That's a reaction.
Here comes the damage.
Exactly half.
Nice. Got the nice average.
Sorcery points.
And I'll take
Fucking sorcery
pass.
points.
I'll take half that, then I'll take half again.
So a quarter.
Yep. So those who succeed, you can always right click on it as a reminder, and there should be a way to do the damage that way. Oh, can't do quarter. You're correct.
I cannot take the quarter from this for some reason.
Click on your character.
I think that one's broken as well right now. There's a lot of broken modules because of the Foundry update.
No, right click on it.
Yes, but not for quarter.
Oh.
There never was quarter. It's only ever half.
Yeah, there was one that it did a quarter, but it's not this specific. Not one of the modules that is working right now. All right, so so you will have to make a concentration check. Reducing that to a quarter of its damage is going to be an amount of numbers.
It's 8. Or 9.
It's 9.
Okay,
Nine,
so
nine.
it's your DC 10.
Yeah.
Don't fail.
Don't fail. Okay.
17. That's a success. So he is still invisible. Mini Orc is off the table in this case. Boop.
And I am blinded because I cannot see. It's dark in here.
Oh yeah, right. He was the glowy boy, right?
No, it's
I
just
don't
he
know.
had dark vision. I had to rely on him to see.
Things are probably on fire in the tunnel, so you probably have light.
You could see I would say the Tiestra and the Lunastra, but and there's, I guess, the flames for the most part. It's mostly rock, So it flickers for a brief second or two, burns up a little bit of the organic material around it, and then just snuffs out. There's not a lot of vegetation down here. All right. Okay, that is going to be its turn as it is now engaged in combat. Let's go and roll that recharge. I didn't roll. It recharges. I did not roll her recharge. It does not recharge. She is no longer a fairy fire, so let's get rid of this awful color.
It was a perfectly good color. She's gonna be dyed anyways.
Okay. So, as his turn comes to a close, Mage, you are up.
I'm gonna cast Hex on the Tailstra.
Ooh, actually, as Mage, before your turn, actually, the Lunastra is going to make a bite attack against Shaseth.
Okay.
Natural equipped. Wait. Yeah, everything's so fucking broken right now. So annoying. And then my ears are ringing.
Oh yes, Fatality.
Mm-hmm.
But not the Tailstra theme.
Bite. We roll our attack. Only a
That's a miss.
13, yeah. Well, it is a miss.
You rolled like a 4.
I rolled a 4. So, that is her legendary action. Go ahead and continue with your Hex, Mage. It's her Hex option.
Sorcery points.
Every time.
We'll do Cursed.
And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Please.
I don't have that thing on, do I?
Attack's
No,
a
I do
bonus
not.
action.
Oh, do I have anything for this?
Yeah.
There is transition to daylight and transition to night button. Now that's cool as shit. I lost like my import art button I used to have here.
Well, one hits. That's cool.
Yep, the 24 is a hit.
Oh, okay, cool. D12 plus D4, I think. Plus this.
Okay, so 19 points of force damage. It is not resistant to force.
He's pushed back 10 feet. And then I get pushed back 30 feet.
I guess I think it would be this way. Why do you get pushed back?
I have a movement speed that pushes me back 30 feet.
Okay.
Bam.
So there is a cloud of dust, and I'm trying to get a way to import it, but right now this is not liking me. So we're just going to draw.
No more obscurements. Only take damage.
That's how we're going to have to do it. Okay. So there is a cloud from when it moved before, which it can appear anywhere within 60 feet of it. We're going to put a nice cloud right here. And a cloud from when it moved before.
Can you not do your circle template to at least cover the little squares?
I mean, I guess you could do it that way, yeah. There you go. That way we can see them that way. Okay. So, both those squares there are currently dust clouds appearing in the spaces. As Mage's turn has come to an end, Gerathor, you are invisible, and it is your turn.
I am. Alright, I'm gonna... I will move up to here. And then, as a bonus action, I will consume power juice for haste.
Okay.
It does not want to give me concentration.
Yeah, all sorts of
Cool.
stuff broke. Now I
There's
can
no
see it.
concentration thing anymore, anyways.
It's broken right now.
Oh well.
Let's wait till stuff gets updated.
Um,
Foundry released an update that broke other stuff that they fixed a little bit of right now, but a lot of stuff is not happy at the moment.
Alright, I'm gonna deal with getting rid of this Lunastra first. So,
Okay.
first hit.
Because you're visible, I can't see your. I couldn't see your attack originally.
I didn't
Oh,
click
yeah.
it. Apparently, only clicking the thing is just bringing it up as an attack now. I assume 23 hits the Lunastra.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that are broken right now. 23 does hit Lunastra, yes.
3 damage.
All right, she takes 3 damage.
Boop on the snoot.
Second. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I need to re-roll that.
Need advantage.
I'll just roll the
anyways.
second one. Yeah.
Okay, 21 hits. 5.
5. And hasted action, might as well finish it.
Okay. Hits. Okay.
And then I will move to a undisclosed location.
Yeah, it's because the kids that keeps appearing out of the one spot, and then you run away at the end. All right. So as your turn comes to a close, the Tiestra is going to use a legendary action, and it comes running your direction. Does not run into you at all, and is in front of Shaseth currently.
Hello.
All right. So with that is its legendary action. Is now the Lunastra's turn. So and since he moved, another one of these appears. Here,
The dust clouds.
dust clouds.
Right.
All right, Lunastra's turn. She is going to. Very honestly, let's see. So is it within what range? Within 5 feet. So you're not within 5 feet. 5 feet, Shaseth, and you're immune to fire anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right. She is going to use her. She's going to take a step forward.
Can she? Space is occupied by Teostra.
That's true. I could have moved him over, but we'll say that they're not in complete sync with each other. She's still going to bite your ass.
Bring it.
Where do I go? No, she's going to use her tail attack against you, I think.
I have not used my reaction yet.
Correct, you did not. Oh. Alright. Yeah, they didn't get like the save button on this thing. Stupid. Alright. 24 to hit.
Hits.
As you take
Really? I rolled
you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage and you are knocked prone. And as you are knocked prone, she is going to turn and start running
a attack.
at disadvantage, I think.
Worth a shot.
She starts squeezing into here. As everything is difficult terrain for her at this point, walking through this space. She's slowly
Gerathor also got an attack.
crawling through. Wait, where's your attack at? I see Gerathor stuff. What the fuck?
I am trying.
I am
to-
attacking her.
Oh my god, that fucking text. It was so
Yeah,
long.
I can't get rid of that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm trying to figure out how to make it so it doesn't
That's-
appear like on it. Like I should be able to minimize it by clicking on it, but otherwise it's weird.
Okay.
So
How do I roll?
click on the
What?
click on the button on the left.
What?
like click on the icon.
Oh.
Ugh, so gross right now. All right, so a 19 and a 25 hit, but wait, no, it's Gerathor. Oh, that's 25 from Gerathor's attack. Gotcha.
So I have to roll that.
Get
To
advantage
roll.
on that. Oh, you got it.
But Gerathor or Shaseth has disadvantage.
Ah, at least
But 25
still.
hits. Well, he has to roll again because he has to. That's only one roll.
The 16 was with disadvantage.
No, it wasn't.
One.
No, mine was
I rolled a 1.
25 is the damage.
So a 13 on a natural one is a miss as she runs off. We're going to recharge roll. That's the end of her turn.
She doesn't get the recharge roll if she got hit by Gerathor.
That's true. Okay. No, it was a Kinsect. That wasn't his weapon.
No, it's not. It was my weapon.
Oh, right, when she ran. Yeah, duh. Which her recharge would have happened. No, you're right. We're good. Okay. So. No recharge. It failed either way. That's going to be the end of her turn. Flight, you are now up.
Alright, well, time for me to use a potion. I don't got the greatest one, so I'll use one of my graders.
But currently, Mage and Flight, you technically don't know the Lunostra's coming in that direction. Technically. You hear some battles, sounds of combat. I'm assuming Shaseth and Gerathor Shaseth probably wouldn't mention that she's running away.
Mhm.
You guys are aware kind of the geography of the area. You've been here a little bit. You've traveled through both like little sections.
I'll just shout out she's circling around.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my bonus, because I'm floating off the ground by a foot, I'll just use my bonus action to dodge and come out here and then use the rest of the flight to go up.
Correct
Oh.
me if I'm wrong, but if you're squeezing, don't you have disadvantage on reflex saves or dexterity?
I don't know if you have disadvantage on that. I do know that you have your movements halved.
Alright, my turn is over.
Okay. As your turn comes to a close, it is the Tiestra is going to go.
Isn't it my turn?
Oh, he's going to use a legendary action, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So he is going to use a legendary action to. Have you said anything recently, Flight? Or is
Said
it?
anything? No.
Okay, I
Other
think so.
than, thinking nasty thoughts, I was going to skin its wife and wear it as a pelt.
Okay. I was only curious because it's heard your voice when you cast a spell, or it heard your voice when you cast a spell earlier, but it doesn't know who is who. It knows Shaseth is not that voice. It is going to use its legendary action to make a bite attack, I believe. Oh, actually, I apologize. I also have one other thing to do that I missed on initiative 20, which I'm going to add to the initiative if I can somehow here. Can I do that? Can I add a person somehow here?
Lair action.
Yeah, lair action. You guys are in its lair. Ah!
Yep. Can't do it. Every single time I click.
Okay, so it is going to
Lair anymore,
it's gonna
we'll
bite
do it.
you still.
Okay. Who?
It's
Disadvantage.
biting Shaseth,
Okay.
and then after it bites Shaseth, we're gonna do its other thing.
You have advantage, I believe, because I'm prone.
I do have advantage, yes. Bite.
I get rid of that attribute so it can stop popping up.
I have no idea how you would. 27 to hit,
That hits.
just barely. 22 points of piercing damage. And make sure that's not anything extra weird on there. Yeah, it's straight piercing. Because if it was fire, you would have lost or taken a little bit less.
3d8 plus 7.
It's referencing it somewhere for something.
I had to delete my quote. Forgot about that.
Okay. That's its legendary action. So Mage, you get to go after I figure out what I'm doing for its lair action really fast.
Is that my turn?
No.
Yes.
I'm trying to decide on the lair action that I'm doing real fast.
I go after flight.
Yeah, you would be yours, Nick. I mixed up on who. Okay. So magma erupts from a point on the ground within 120 feet of the TS. So it basically erupts straight down the line. Okay, look here and see how I can make this work. Look, right. So that it can see. Where were you at before flight? I guess would be the question.
I was in the hallway. I would have been affected by it.
Okay, so I need both Mage and you to make me a dexterity saving throw. This is actually a fairly simple and low one, but it's there.
5.
I mean, a 5 and a 7 are a fail. A 10 is also going to be a fail unless you wish to use anything. You wouldn't have been next to shot.
The fact that that hits me is outrageous.
The fact that you all rolled below a 10 or 10 or lower is ridiculous.
Look, if we all die to that just means we need to make more broken characters, and we'll show up.
You are not dying to this magma explosion. As if no one's doing anything, then you guys are taking the damage.
So if something is squeezing, it has disadvantage on attack and dexterity saves.
You each take 5 points of fire damage.
I take none.
And that's all that happens. But I need a concentration check from flight.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's fine.
Rolled a 2.
Plus 4 for me, so 17.
He wasn't close enough
Oh, it wasn't that.
at that point. He still succeeded. He only needed a 10. So, okay, everything's back to normal. We're good. It is now Shaseth's turn.
I
You are
stand up,
prone, okay? You stand up.
brush myself off.
Yep.
I look at this Teostra, and
Just
I
kinda-
smack it.
All right, yeah, flames flicker around. You can see the dust particles in all directions, just sneering.
You ain't that hot. And then I smack him with a greatsword. Okay, so all the text again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a charge to go full charge. Advantage on the roll, 23.
Yep, 23 is a hit.
Right, and that's... Let's see if I can actually make my effects work. So charge 3, active. And let's throw level 2 smite in. Why
Okay.
not? And I have 1 inspiration left. I'll hold on to that. So let's see. Damage. Normal. Hey, it looks like it worked.
God damn. Okay, and is any of that fire? Radiant? There is some fire in there. Which one's the fire damage?
It'll be 1, 2, 3d6. So
Alright,
probably the first 3d6.
that's the... Okay, so that is 15,
14.
14? Yeah, it's 14 points of damage it's reduced by then. 81.
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure I had that correct before I actually minus off.
The greatsword actually only did 3 damage by itself. It's kind of funny.
There you go. Alright, so yeah, you hit it for 81. Slicing across it, it lets out a cry of pain as you shave its beard. And I've been working on that forever.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
You die
It could be better.
first.
Good.
No.
The bonus action, I drink a potion. Greater potion. Let's see.
What he actually says is, I enjoyed eating the last hunters that tried this. Sure, you'll be tasty too.
I should hope so.
Right.
15.
And that 15 is for what?
Potion.
'Kay.
Greater healing. And I have to edit it down to 3. There we go. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll spin around here.
Move. Alright. As you spin around, it is before its turn ends, it has one more legendary action. It is going to use, and it is going to bite. We had Shaseth.
Yeah.
Crit
Crit. Nice.
for 27 points of piercing damage.
That's a low crit.
Yeah, it was a very low crit.
I was a little worried.
it was almost all below average except for one that was a 5.
Nice.
It's cool though. I'll take it. All right. So now is its turn. At the start of its turn, Flight, how high up in the air are you?
12 feet.
You're 12 feet in the air.
Yep, but I'm still taking the dodge action.
Okay. So since you are next to it though, because of that, you are within its fire aura range. Shaseth is immune to it, so it doesn't make a difference. But for you take 2d6 points of fire damage. Just for being within range of him at the start of his turn. So you take 5. Con, you're still gonna con save there. It is then going to, on its turn, also another dust cloud appears in 60 feet of it. They select like, all right, and it is going to appear.
You don't forget to press the end turn mid.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. It appears next to you, Flight, in the air. I can't actually mark it, but I have a little like red dot on it now. It's red for being in the air that I can see. Can you see it? It did not update on my screen. Oh, I wonder if that makes it hidden. Oh, it does.
I can
Oh,
see it.
interesting.
Oh,
That's cool. Okay. Well, there's one up in the air next to you currently. And it is going to attack. It's going to use its multi-attack. It's going to attack both of you. It's going to mostly be on Shaseth. So it is going to be a bite attack. Oh no, it's going to be a claw against each of you. So we'll do a claws. We're going to do Flight first. A 30 to hit.
It actually, at disadvantage still.
You're dodging. Okay, I'll reroll. My bad. A 30 to hit.
Oh, great. Well, it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, that's true, right? Okay, as you take 20 points of slashing damage and make me another con save or concentration check.
This is a terrible day for me.
I mean, it's a DC 10. It's a success. And then a claw
Yeah,
against
I'm still being
Shaseth. Actually, it's going to use its tail attack against you first, Shaseth. So it
Yeah.
claws him, tail sweeping around to hit you.
roll your to hit.
19?
I block it.
Like,
Great sword.
Reaction, okay. So as you block that, the claw then sweeps around from the other side as you're blocking from the tail side. A 25 to hit. Which you take 17 points of slashing damage. So yeah, tail sweeps around as it's then sweeping across. You get hit from the side, but you are not knocked prone, which is the important part of all of that. And that is going to be its turn. Yep. As it is now Mage's turn.
Oh, if I'm gonna die, I might as well deal some damage.
This is definitely a time to not hold back.
15, 20. Actually, from where I was,
Mhm.
5, 10, 15. Could I see the Tailstra?
You can.
Even a sliver.
I mean, if that plume was able
No,
to get
you
me
could
up
not.
here-
The pathway there hits this rock. Like the line of sight from the far left side. If you go like a straight line, it hits the rock. So you could not. You'd have to get to here, I would say. That'll give you enough sight to be able to see it.
Excuse me.
So you went 10 feet or 15 feet?
15.
The cough was in character. It's a little toasty.
The ash,
no,
it's getting in your
I'm
lungs.
gonna cast with him still hexed.
He is still hexed.
Yeah, why not? An augmented version of Scorching Ray at 5th level.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make it deal ice.
Okay.
So how much is it? 3, 4, 5 raise?
Yes.
2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5.
Nice.
So
I'll
all
plus the 17 if it didn't hit.
okay. So you plus the 17 then as your reaction, and all 5 hit.
Nice. So they each deal. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. 12 plus 1.
For a lot of sorcery points.
And then the necrotic damage is right there too. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's 1.
Okay.
We about to hit break 100.
2,
Oh well, for sure.
3,
I'm
4,
liking those numbers right now. They're so nice and like close.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Consistency.
Oh, it's over 100.
Oh, damn it! And that happens. Are any of those 1s?
I'll check.
Because it's all cold damage.
You have a
so
D4 on the first one that is a 1. A D6 on the second one.
If any of them are 1, they have to be a 2 by default.
They have to be a. Or
When I'm dealing cold damage, because of the feat I chose, I only do a minimum of 2.
okay, so
Nice.
you do 3 more extra damage.
Okay.
I'll just minus that 3 at the end here. I'm gonna do the damage here. Apply damage. Apply damage. And then 3 more. Alright, so yeah, just Pelton was. It lets out a cry of pain.
Is he blooded?
He's not bloody.
Ah.
And then if I move here, he can't see me if I can't see him.
Correct, yeah, it gives you that little chunk there.
Cover.
No, end my turn.
Alrighty.
Okay, well, actually, Gerathor, before you go, I'm going to use legendary action from Lunastra. She's going to move.
Half speed.
To there. And she is currently crawling in through the space. That's as far as you can go with half her movement. And then he is going to use a legendary action as well to, as you watch as it kind of so it looks around and it releases, and you just see dust spread out everywhere, and it bites down, causing an explosion where all the dust clouds are currently at. And which in this case is only flight, but each creature within 10 feet of them needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Where is Gerathor included?
He is not. I can see him, so he's not.
Ah, I see where he is.
Cheetah McCheetahson.
I mean, I can't see you on the DM one, but like checking for this type of stuff, I'm looking up there for you. So flight, a 24 is a success. The half damage. You are not within range because technically you are 12 feet up. You said correct.
Yep.
So you are not in range of that other one by the smallest margin. Well, I mean, it's a 5-foot cube, which means it would be 10 feet would be 15 then. It's 5, 10. It's already 5 foot. I lied. You are within both of them. Okay. So you're actually going to take half damage. 33 points of fire damage.
I mentioned I love Teostra.
Tempered Teostra. Completely different.
All that matters is I want this thing species dead. And I failed.
Yep.
The 8 to 10 was from a dust
You are
cloud?
no longer invisible. That was from a dust cloud. Yeah, it was from 2 of them.
Ah,
Because he was in the range of 2. That one I'm pushed to the side so I can just copy and paste. It's not actually there.
You can't flash it.
It's...
No, it's way too high.
He already used his reaction also to flash.
Wouldn't it only be like a 15?
He can't do it anyways. He should use his reaction.
Unless Shaseth's aura is bigger and large
It's
enough
not.
to encompass me, then I don't.
No.
Yep, then I can't do it. Me.
So you are no longer invisible, as it is now your turn.
Trying to find it.
I have made 2 mistakes so far.
There we go.
Hello,
Oh,
Gerathor.
that sucks. Bonus action, I'm gonna put earplugs in.
Are you still up, Flight?
Yeah.
He's
it's
pretty
extremely
injured.
hurt. I've been hit by every single thing that's happened so far since.
That's
since Josh
true.
showed up.
Yeah, you have not been you've been there.
And I've been like using dodge action, so I had advantage on these saves, but it doesn't matter since I keep getting hit.
Did you have advantage on that last? Oh, you succeeded though. Either way, right?
Yeah, it
25.
still doesn't matter if it's how much damage is being dealt.
Yeah, we'll have text.
Except for
Yeah.
for you guys it is. For me, it's like it's normal. I don't know why it's different for my view and for this, because my normal one, all that's hidden.
Well, it used to be there was like a little button at the
What the
bottom.
fuck?
You can
It's
click on,
not
you click on the
even-
names and it'll do that.
It's not even including my extra damage.
It's just a D6 this time around.
Should be a D6 and a D12.
From Crisis.
So that's
Yes.
broken.
Plus. Maybe it's just missing.
No, it did the same thing for my spells. I've just been manually putting it in every single time.
And we got some broken modules right now that are causing problems. Hopefully they will be fixed.
Extra 10, so 36.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, 36. Okay.
Okay, it is looking bloodied after that hit.
Second.
So you can always reuse the attack and stuff like that from the previous one too. A natural one.
Yeah, 2. Hold on.
It'll save you the extra text and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that misses anyway, so.
It does miss, yes. And the third hit, 25 hits. All right, for 20 damage, 23 damage. All right. Okay. So as your turn comes to a close, Vanastra is going to... She can't squeeze through that space, actually. This is as far as she can get. Going through a small space. You know,
It was
technically,
one size smaller.
she was the one size smaller. Yeah, she cannot actually get into that space. She's just gonna hold her action. Oh, never mind. That was she's gonna use a legendary action, which she can't do. Range. Okay, it's gonna be her turn. You know, because of that, she's gonna walk back out.
But first, because she can't turn around.
Yeah, wiggling backwards the whole way.
Just crawled in there, couldn't see anybody. Feels foolish.
She wasn't counting on that little extra space right there, and I also wasn't thinking about it. It's slightly too small. But I think that was a fair thing for her to try to do. Now we're going to come back and murder everybody else. All right. It is her turn. So that she uses her movement, or legendary action to do that. She's going to crawl out, like double to get here, so that's 20 feet. She then, fully standing, moves the rest of her distance here. To here. Come on, work. Dang it.
I am a Neapolitan sandwich.
Actually, technically she can't. Get here.
I'm a charred turkey. I've been
5,
hit by every
10,
single
15,
fire thing that's happened
20,
today.
We're a
25,
full Thanksgiving
30.
dinner.
That's as far as she can get. Okay, so she can get to there. Okay, so since that's as far as she can actually get, can't use that. She has not recharged her breath. So she's just gonna make a tail attack against Shaseth. Only a
Miss.
14, so that is a miss. That's all that she can do for this turn, as she will then try to recharge. Hit recharge.
She got hit by Gerathor. I don't think she could.
No, it's been around. She was over in that. She's in that tunnel.
I doubt it matters, but I forgot that the hex has gives the target disadvantage on ability checks. I'm gonna choose strength, but it's ability checks. So
Oh, I mean, that could be athletics and stuff like that for knocking prone and all that type of stuff.
Reasons.
Okay,
Things.
since that is her turn, it is now Flight's turn.
Your area's turn. Layer action.
Oh, thank you. Clear action. We are going to cause a cloud. So the ground cracks slightly and outpours volcanic gas from deep below the earth. It spreads out in a 20-foot radius sphere. It's going to be a 20-foot radius sphere here. We're going to hit her because we can. Okay. So 20-foot radius sphere. Hitting all three of you. I don't know if she's immune to poison or not, but it doesn't matter. It's a lair action, and it's not her lair action. All right. Oh. Well, either way. Okay, I need both Gerathor, Shaseth, and the Lunastra to make me a Constitution saving throw. Not super difficult, but it's there.
Oh no. A saving throw I can fail. Like all of them. Gerathor is within 10 feet of me.
Everybody succeed. The Lunastra is also within 10 feet of you. I'm just saying.
She's not an ally.
All right.
She could be.
So nothing happens as that lair action ends his flight. It is your turn.
Look at the ceiling. How breakable does the ceiling look?
I mean, there's a huge hole in the center-ish area. The ceiling, though, I mean, from when you traveled up there, it's extremely thick. You might be able to like chip off little bits of it, but it's not something that's just gonna cave in.
If I was to hit it with a strong enough lightning bolt, you think I could drop a slab of the rock on and drop it on top of the Teostra?
With a lightning bolt?
I don't got another bigger spell. That is the biggest spell I have.
I feel like you would do more damage with the lightning bolt.
I'm having no luck today. I won't do damage at all.
I mean, you could also maneuver and hit both of them.
And me.
I do not foresee that being any more helpful here.
He can avoid you.
it's only a 5-foot line.
Yeah, you like that?
No, because I'm going to get killed by just being in the area. So I'm going to greater invisibility myself and just move away.
Okay.
If I stay here, I'm dead.
Okay, so if you're in greater invisibility, you're not gonna lightning bolt either way then this round. Okay.
I'll use dodge action, bonus action, and move away over here.
Yep. Yeah. Since it can't see you, can't make an attack of opportunity, so you are able to freely fly away.
Moving up in height as well.
How high?
How high is this place allowed to be?
I think we had it at 30 feet to like the opening, and you can technically go up and out of the actual opening as well.
And I guess I'm 10 more feet up, so I'm at 22 feet.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Cool. All right. So as your turn comes to a close, go hit the end turn button, and I'm going to use a legendary action to. We're gonna bite. We're gonna actually have both of them use a legendary action, and they're both going to bite Shaseth. It's teamwork. Just one lower half, one upper half, and just like try to tear them apart.
My AC is currently 21 because I'm blocking.
Cool. Yours lasts until the turn or whatever.
Yeah, until my next turn.
Cool. Bite one. This is the Tempered Teostra. 29. Oh, yeah, so that hits.
Yep.
And you take 11 piercing. Ooh, that was really bad. I rolled 2 1s and a 2. So he's trying not to bite, his girlfriend. Understandable. Minimize so I can bite the other one. 21 hits.
High. Yep.
Or 24. Yeah, she gets the low. So you're blocking and you get it between the Testra's teeth as it's also trying to avoid that, minimizing his damage. But she just comes from behind, just bites and almost tears your leg off as you get free, but there's blood pooling down your leg. That is their legendary actions, as it is now your turn, Shaseth.
Ow. I'll use a bonus action to drink a potion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll 44 plus 4. 17.
Okay.
And then I will charge one attack and swing at tail. Prepare for wall of text.
Every time.
I just click on. I'm just prepared to click it on the stream so that it minimizes. 25 is a hit. What is that second attack there? An 8 plus your stuff will not knock it. It would not hit it, so it's not prone.
I don't have that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Let's see. Turn on the effects of charge 1. Yeah, just charge 1.
42. And what's part of that's fire? The first 1d6, right?
The first and the first and the third, I guess.
Okay. About 7 damage less.
Rolls it twice.
I'm just gonna mice and just add 7 HP. It has been added as it is now. Anything else for your turn?
That should be it, I think. I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn. And turn.
Okay, and as you're striking, flames are licking around you against the Testra, though you are unharmed by the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do I want to... he's only used the one. Oh, no, he didn't. So he has no more legendary actions.
Can we roll Lucastra's Brain Breath?
They're both charged right now. They've both been charged.
Alright.
It just hasn't been a real opportune time to use it. Alright, so it is going to... the Lunastra is going to use another legendary action and bite Shaseth.
I take all the damage.
That's her second one. Yes, because her legendary action movement was that. Okay, so second one for her. And that is a miss. Alright, so she goes to bite, and this time you're ready. The Temper is currently preparing a different effect as dust spreads out around, as it is now his turn. Let's give us some dust. What these are supposed to appear? Am I doing this right? Oh, 4 clouds. Whoops! It was supposed to, I only did 1 the last time. One, 2, 3. Oh no, I have an extra one there. 3. And 4. Okay, those appear. Fire aura envelops around Shaseth to no avail. Gerathor, you were out of range of it, so you are unaffected. It's just you can feel the flames flicker in front of your face, but not reach you. Hurt. Set. Look kind of like this is the moment for it to do this. It's not going to go well. All right.
Zeta flare.
So the Tiestra beats its wings and rises 20 feet into the air.
Opportunity
Is
attack.
this a recharge ability?
This is not a recharge ability. This is a 1-a-day ability.
I love how it does it exactly 20 feet where I am.
Oh, it's in the word. I didn't even think about that. What?
The day flight dies.
It rises up. Yeah.
Opportunity attack.
You guys can take them, yes. This does not
Definitely will.
Avoid them.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, what did I just do? Okay, we're good.
23. Both roll.
Alright, both 23s hit.
And 25.
Wow, guys.
We're in
Fuck you.
sync.
You're not the same. Alright, apply damage. Apply damage. Apply damage. Alright, so it rises 20 feet into the air. And as it does, its wings curl in its body, or its body begins to glow a bright orange. Dust from all directions begins to glow bright. As
Could hurt
it
you.
then releases its wings to burst outwards, releasing a supernova-like explosion. Each creature within a 40-foot radius sphere must make me a dexterity saving throw. So let's figure out what that range is here.
I don't think it's gonna matter in my case.
Light.
Uh,
I think
well,
Mage is
I
out of
fucking
range.
fail.
Mage is out of range. Because he's 20 foot in the air and in a
Oh, I
cover.
have taken dodge action, therefore
You have
I
advantage.
get advantage.
Fuck yeah,
21.
roll a 4 and a fucking 5.
All right, so Gerathor has a 15.
Nine.
You're within 10
19.
feet of Shaseth.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
So that's
a
a-
19.
Okay, so it's a 19. We have Shaseth with a 21. 21 was
Who's
flight.
fire?
Okay, so both Shaseth and oh yeah, Shaseth doesn't give a fuck. Anyways, to be fair, you're not pushed back 10 feet.
Yeah.
Flight, you succeed. Gerathor fails.
Mage is out of range, right?
Mage is out of range. Yeah, you can see the circle. He's out by about 10 feet.
Just barely.
Just barely. I'll delete that now. As you take half damage, Flight, and Gerathor, you take full damage, unless you're resistant to fire. Alright. 61 points of fire damage. Halved is 30. You wish to gain resistance, Flight, using your reaction.
I have. If I use it, at least I'll be up, so I might as well use it.
Cool.
I'm probably gonna be invisible again.
And then so you reduce it to 15. So you have to make a con save 10 or higher, and you succeed on the con save for your invisibility.
Absorb
It's a
elements.
19. A con save. I can't remember. Half is what? I can't remember. Fucking math. 61. 60 is 30 is 15. So yeah, I do save.
Is absorb elements a concentration spell?
No, it is not.
It's a
No,
it's
it's
a
just a one-time.
reaction.
Yeah, it's just a one-time little thing. Gerathor, why are you taking 15?
What? No, that's the save.
Oh, for
Oh,
your
yeah.
con. Oh,
For
for your
haste.
haste. Gotcha. Okay.
Gerathor made it.
Yep, Gerathor succeeded on that at least. Flight's still up, but severely injured and visible off in the distance. A little bit of smoke kind of peters up into the air from nothingness for a brief second and then vanishes. As a Tiestra is currently 20 feet now in the air. I don't believe he lands. Nope. Oh, and Gerathor, you are pushed up. You got your 10 feet back. Flight, you are not because you succeeded. And that is going to be the end of its turn as it's now 20 feet in the air. Okay. Mage, you are up. You see the explosion. The walls that were once like stalactites, stalagmites, like jagged parts of the walls are now smooth, as most of the rock has melted and shaped the area from this blast that you
Yes.
saw.
Can I see him at this angle with the 20 feet?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Incline. Okay. I guess with that, I'll just do the magic missile for sure.
You see like his feet.
Aim for those toes.
Eat those toe beans.
One missile at each bean.
His toesies.
Chorus augmented cold.
Sorcery boy.
What's
How
other
am I
fun
still
roll?
alive?
I think that works. Yeah, that works.
Nice. All sorts of fancy stuff.
147
What the
damage.
shit?
Must have been a good roll. Oh yeah, it was. The D12 was max.
Oh, what the so it was the D4. Yeah, the D4 max, a D12 max, and then a 2. All right, so 147 points of damage. So yeah, it rises up, explosion outwards, and then Mage, you just all see like wounded, breathing heavy on Shaseth, flight side. Even Mage is pretty decently wounded right now. Gerathor's over there. He's like a little damaged off to the side. And you just watch the little beams fly out from through this little causeway and strike up into each one of the little toe beams, because that's what it's gonna hit, because I say so. As Flight, tell me how you finish off the Tempered Tiestra.
How Flight does?
No,
Do it,
Mage.
Flight.
Yeah,
Do
it
it.
was Flight. It's definitely Flight. Do it, Flight. No, Mage.
Flight snaps his neck from invisibility and then throws that to Johnson. You're next.
With everyone on the ground, it's just like a twisting swirl of magic missiles just flies out of the hallway, and just strikes underneath the tail strip, blowing it up with a bunch of icy blast. As it seems like it's still standing, but then the necrotic damage per missile that I completely forgot about starts festering. It's the Tailstra's wings as it just collapses it and forcing the
even
Tailstra to
more
fall to the
damage.
ground.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one. It's I forgot. It's 5 more d6s of necrotic.
Well, it
That's
only
why with the Mage.
it died by 3 HP from the original. And breathes fire
Potentially
now.
30 more damage.
Yeah. So yeah, as it to the ground, Lunastra cries out in just utter sadness. It is almost painful to hear if you guys had emotions, but I don't believe most of you do.
We know Mage is ambiguously evil.
I just exploded 3 times, like 6 times in a row. I think I'm pretty angry right now.
Can you do that? Can you explode 3 times?
It just happened to me 3 times.
You can't. All right. So now that Mage, anything else for your turn?
No, that is it.
You know the dust cloud right there.
All right, Gerathor, it is your turn.
Good timing. Just
Glad to have you back.
All right. I just look at her. Look at the dead thing. Look back at her. Yeah, fuck it. I have no sympathy today.
There you go. That's the total damage that would have happened.
There you go. Slightly more.
162.
Because they don't count.
Chaos gets to the afterlife. Well, I'm finally there. I think it's shot for 50 more damage.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
no.
That hits.
It was a feint.
Wow, good damage. Oh, this probably won't work with my fucking aerial assault then, will it? Fuck it. It's still bonus action. Just gonna dash and then bounce off the wall.
Okay.
Point. I think that's a cliff.
It is a cliff, but whatever.
It is? Whatever. Close
Yeah,
enough.
I know what he's going for. We'll let it happen. Narrative versus other thing.
Fuck you!
I have a.
We'll never know what he has
Oh, no,
since he got
never mind.
stuck.
I don't. I used it for absorb elements. I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh, seriously.
That's a
fuck
hit.
off.
We survived.
Is it?
Yeah.
16 hits.
This is not a
Jesus
tempered
Christ.
Lunastra, guys.
Still assumed to have an 18.
Nope.
I mean, does damage actually
Dragon
wanna
scales are a
roll?
16,
Oh, it
guys.
does want to roll. Okay, cool.
Holy shit.
This is Team
81.
Power Gaming.
I lied. It's a miss. It's completely a miss.
No, you can't take it back. Time for murder.
Okay, on her turn. Not her turn. Actually, it is her turn. Before her turn, she is going.
I'm assuming she's bloodied.
She is just slightly bloodied after that hit. Okay. Yeah, so in her case, she releases blue dust in all directions in a 10-foot radius and then bites down, creating a spark. I need both Gerathor and Shaseth to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Will that ignite the other dust clouds?
Not in range. Otherwise, yes.
23.
It is this fire damage.
It's multiple types. That's why I had you make the save.
13.
All right, so Shaseth fails. Gerathor, you avoid it entirely. Shaseth, you are going to take just the half the damage. So I'm just going to roll the half. You take 7 thunder damage. And you are knocked prone.
I spent half this battle on my back.
You're about to again. All right, now that it's now officially her turn, she comes charging forward. Dun, 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 and she is going to maul Shaseth. So
Make
it's
sure you have advantage.
yep, 2 bite or a bite and 2 claws. 21
That hits.
for 16.
That misses. Or for
That's
16,
damage. That's damage. Yeah. Claw advantage. Claw advantage. 22 and an 18. 18
And
misses.
we're blocked 18.
Okay. Reaction to block. Take 17 points of slashing damage. As she's
I
just
am hurt.
on top of him, just biting away, clawing, slashing at him. Just pure anger. And that is going to be her turn. It's technically still his lair.
Well, does he get layer action if he's dead?
I mean, it depends, right? Because it's like the dragons. When you kill a dragon, how its effects kind of wear off after the dragon's dead.
Yeah, but I feel like this is... She's there, it's still the lair. There's still stuff going on. So I'm going to say it's still going on. I'm going to need... Yeah. So a volcanic gas cloud appears once again. In this case, we're only going to target Gerathor, I think. Because it can't reach without hitting her as well to get Shaseth. So, just gonna get Gerathor. Gerathor, make me a Constitution saving throw.
1 second. +19.
That's a
4.
success. I hear you did that.
Uh,
Alright, so that's a success. Nothing happens as that is the lair action. Flight, you're up.
So I'd assume that it has enough flame on it that I can actually see it.
Yeah, she's glowing. Just there's
Okay,
blue.
well,
You can see her. You can probably see like Gerathor and Shaseth aroundish, like partially here and there from like slight flickers.
Well, that's damage. I want the attack, please. What is it?
Matt, to click on the actual. There's a roll or a button. You click on the icon of the 11.
Okay, there it is. So
That-
attack.
14's a miss.
I get advantage because I'm invisible.
Fair.
Are you
So
still?
why I didn't roll?
19
I'm still-
is a hit. Discord crashed.
And he's back.
And I have returned. I know you guys missed me.
Welcome back. I make Thune and Ostra now grow a violent amount of gold. And and do an additional D6 damage to it, and then the next person that hits and it gets advantage, which is right now going to be me as I attack again.
That hits.
All right.
Well,
And then do an additional D6 damage plus. Yeah, do additional 6 for the price one. And then it's glowing gold, and the next person to hit it gets advantage.
Yep.
And I move this direction.
Yep. You move from the space where the light, like randomly magically appears. Okay. Before Shaseth's turn, he's going to use a legendary action once again to attack Shaseth. With a bite.
Very unhappy with Shaseth's existence.
You have a chance.
I do. I'm really hoping it works. I have advantage because you're prone.
Yep.
I
You
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
You do enough. Mid-0.
So, 1 down. Only 3 more to go. Let's go.
You can do it.
I got this. Gerathor, you're going next.
I'm
And
in my
like
natural
over the
state.
course of like 4 rounds.
Sure.
I'm in my natural state of being unconscious.
All right. So, go ahead at the start of your turn, Shaseth, make me a death saving throw.
I kept it. Death save there. Or normal. 13.
All right, 1 success.
Yeah, mark it.
Okay. At the end of Shaseth's turn, I'm going to bite Shaseth
He's going for it. That's -2.
if I hit. There's still a chance I may not hit. I hit. All right, so that's 2 fails. And then she's like holding Shaseth in her mouth. She just turns and looks at you, Gerathor, eyes just tears streaming down, but anger filled.
Hungry
No
team.
tears, only silence.
As it is now Mage's turn.
I go through these things, they blow up, right?
You don't know.
You did see me run through one and it not blow up at the very start of the combat.
That's fair.
So
Actually,
5,
no, you wouldn't have seen it.
10, 15.
I was invisible.
we watched a little Gerathor silhouette through it as the
20. 25.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come out to like attack it and Shaseth's on the ground like fuck.
Cure wounds.
Automatically erases my death saves. Nice.
30.
That's cool.
30?
30 feet of movement, right here.
Oh.
Oh.
And I end my turn.
And before your turn, it is going to. Oh, actually, when you moved away, it's going to use a reaction to bite. You did move. You did move out of its space.
Not mage.
23 to hit Mage. 12 points of piercing. That was pretty low.
Which makes my AC 23.
Oh,
That still hits, so that sucks.
Yeah.
So 12.
I didn't know the math for it.
That's fine. We'll assume that you didn't use it then.
12 points. Come on, there it is.
Now before Gerathor's turn, I have one more legendary action left.
you could choose to roll over and die.
At least it has no reaction now.
It's gonna bite Shaseth again.
Yeah. I'm prone. It hits.
19.
Not enough.
Whew, so close. That's a good roll. It wasn't that great of a roll. I lied. It was a 7, 2, and 2, or 7, and 2, and a 3.
I have 2
Okay.
HP. The natural life hit points for a blue player.
Play dead. It doesn't know. It doesn't understand magic.
It just bit him.
Well, yeah, but it was doing that even when he was dead. So
That's true.
He doesn't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure him stirring and moving around from almost being dead. All right, so Gerathor, your turn.
You
Alright.
get advantage your next attack.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yep. Just your next attack.
It also has no reaction, so there's choices.
The all-in poke.
Oh,
No,
No,
god damn it.
I think he's
It
dead.
is an all. It is an all in.
Oh
This
man.
is
This is
a
how we
joke.
finish the goddamn fight.
This is an aerial assault.
gosh damn.
You mourned the life of your husband. We didn't care for him either.
Aim all the damage.
So, Gerathor,
200 something damage.
go ahead and describe to me how you kill, Lunastra.
Like I said, no tears, only silence. Just quick through the throat, and then just shut the eyes. And while she's falling, I'll grab Shaseth out of her mouth and just literally throw him at the fucking cushiony, dead Teostra.
Yeah, right into the beard.
1d6 fall damage.
Yeah. Shaseth dies.
God damn it.
What gives you the 16d8? That's crazy.
This is aerial assault, I'm fairly
Great
certain.
ATA is aerial assault, yeah.
Times
Wait,
2,
yeah, why did you get-
d8.
No, it's 16d8. That's a full roll.
Yeah, but with the crit, right? So it comes out to another 16d8.
No.
Wait, what the fuck?
He has
No,
two
that's not.
in there that should not. So he has an extra 83 points of damage in there that should not be there.
I would explain
That's
that.
not right. What the fuck?
All right, hold on. It might not be dead.
Okay, give me a second. Why is that doing that? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna roll it naturally, because...
Well, it's fine. I'm just going to minus the 83 off of it from the extra 16. Because you did 109. Which is still
Not-
sexy.
That seems really low as well.
40, 10.
That's what,
You rolled a really low on your first 16d8. You only rolled 60. Because it would have been 8d8 is
Yeah,
what
you
it should have
have
been.
2 1s, 3
yeah, but
2s.
why
You're-
the
you're-
fuck is it doing that? Why is everything broken?
All right, well,
Oh, I know why.
go on.
Yeah, it's because it's counting other things.
Alright,
so,
so-
there's actually oh no, there is damage in there. I was gonna say there is damage that's not in there.
So she's not dead from that attack now.
So
Do it again.
He's got more attacks.
I mean, she's probably still going to die, but she's not dead yet.
Alright, I'm just gonna use this again, and then you just take out the aerial assault damage.
$26 hits. All right, so we're
So just take out.
out 37 and 24. All
Yeah.
right. Plus 5 is 26. She's still alive.
Bonus
That's
action.
still missing damage as well.
Oh, I missed
'Cause
plus.
it's
Oh,
not-
sorry. No, sorry.
It's
Plus
missing-
9 more.
It's like 11 or something.
Well, I didn't add the actual plus 5s. I only did the dice rolls. So 35. She's not dead yet.
God, this is so fucking annoying.
Hopefully, this will be fixed by next session.
Probably.
27 hits is your final haste attack. We can look at your rolls later. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, just typing them out now.
36. All right.
That should be enough, right?
It is more
So,
than enough. So
very
exactly what he
attack.
described before, it's exactly what happened again. So I just took a couple extra stabs is all. You had to like pry the mouth open and a couple of little extra things. But exact same thing happened as the Lunastra goes down. I had a chance. I was so going to fire breath down that line. Take Mage out. Do no damage to Shaseth.
That's why I
Fire.
raised him.
That fire immunity. It's so useful.
I mean, especially versus a fucking Lunastra and Teostra. So, as the battle officially this time comes to a close. Flight, do you like reappear, like flying above, or what do you do?
Appear back right next to the Teostra,
Yeah.
kicking its face in.
Nice. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you. Hold on, really fast. Just for the sake of it, because this is what he deserves. Gerathor, you take 14 points of fire damage.
Is that from her aura?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because I would have jumped away.
No,
Yes.
you were technically in melee range within 5 feet of her.
No,
Take your
first
14.
one,
Reach
first
of
one,
10 feet.
I would jump out and then put
Did
10 feet.
not move, good sir. I did not see a movement on that. You obviously jumped back and forth. So,
In place.
14 damage. Accept it.
7.
Very good.
The last laugh.
I take my immensely cartoonishly large syringe and just start draining the Teostra blood.
Yeah. What was the frickin'? There's a card from Yu-Gi-Oh with there's a fairy that
Injection fairy.
yes.
Yeah, I pull out an oversized oversized syringe and just start draining it.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah, but you also all see Flight as he's no longer invisible as it wears off in the middle process of this. And Flight, well, how do you look?
Well, if I wasn't covered in full plate armor, I'd be missing a lot of feathers. But I'm covered in full plate armor, so I'm not looking like I'm missing anything.
He's a steamed turkey. He's cooked inside the tin can.
Yeah, I think as my helmet comes off, I look like I have definitely been steam roasted.
Little red.
Well, let me like click off of him for some reason. Weird bugs. Okay, we see your character sheet now. Yeah, God.
Everyone can now see the gloriousness of flight.
So, I thought you said that rock right there that's glowing. That's the only Flight can see. So
Yeah, if Teostra moved at all, I wouldn't be able to see him.
yeah, so Shaseth currently is on 2 HP, like laying on the ground, like against the Teestras, like nice comfy fur as the flames are literally like trying to burn him, but are unable. So Mage is looking pretty rough. Flight's on death's door as well. And Gerathor is doing pretty good.
So you said
Now
we
we're
were
gonna
gonna tell. We gotta tell. Did we say we want to go investigate those weird ruins now, or do you want to just teleport home? Teleport back to Rewix?
We should investigate those ruins.
Shouldn't we carve first?
Yeah, we should do that too.
Oh, I need a long rest. I need a nap.
We
So
can
it's going to
rest
be 4 carves for both, I believe. We will assume the Teostra is first.
31, 26, 18, 19.
Okay, and that would be on their CR.
at 16 for Nostra is lowest.
Okay. Are we using any Flash of Geniuses on any of these?
Do we feel like we failed any of them?
I mean,
Lowest, why not?
it's your judgment. On which creature?
The
Fucking
16 is on
hell,
the
I
Nostra.
rolled several single digits.
That is the important question here. Yeah, you rolled a lot.
Almost all of
The
them.
16 is the tempered Tailstra.
Okay, then I'll plus 5
Wait,
to
no.
16.
No, the 19 and the 18 are. But
Yeah, it's 31, 26, 18, 19 for Teo, and then 16, 17, 24, 18.
Wait, what? What are you guys looking at?
31 is
You
the
said
very first roll.
There's
Yeah,
eight.
you said the Lunestra is first, right?
No, Teostra is first.
Oh,
31, 26, 18, 19. So I'm pretty sure those all passed. So I think the only one that might not pass is the 16 and 17.
Which are on the normal Lunastra.
Oh, it's normal. That's right. So I think 17 might actually pass. So I might as well plus the 16.
Okay. All right. So you have 2 successes on the tempered Teostra and 2 fails.
Oh,
God dang it! I hate.
It's a CR 20, guys. It's a DC 20 check. The Lunastra all succeed. So
wow.
for the tempered Teostra, we have 2 dice rolls. So if you guys want to go ahead and make those now.
I'm rolling dead.
Yeah.
There's 1.
I guess I'll do the other. That's even worse.
So the what the shit? This is horrible. I hate this so much. I don't like this update they did, like, at all.
Everything?
It's weird on the show of things. I mean, that's kind of cool. And Elder Dragon Blood, which you have to like click on different things to actually read them. Like, why can't we just have it all on one page? It's
Yeah, you
horrible.
have to click on the icon and it shows a very small icon. I have nothing else.
Yeah,
Why is
versus
this a better fix?
I don't like this. We'll see what we can do about fixing this or reverting it back or something. So either way, it's a material used to upgrade your weapon to any rarity. For
How many of those do we have?
You get one of those for this, and then on the 8, you get Tester Carapace.
Oh, I see how to see that now.
So you can while you wearing this armor, you can use an action to cast the Protection from Energy Fire spell, specifically fire. You can use this property 3 times, regaining all expended uses daily at dawn. Or special ammo boost. Your coatings can now go up to 30 arrows instead of 10. And your Dragon Piercer deals an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
Well, if we had a bow user.
I do technically use a bow. I just never really bother with it.
Alright, well, there's our not greatest materials.
And then if everybody wants to roll another d20, that can be for the Lunastra.
What was the ones?
Oops, that's the wrong one.
Oh, Dragon Blood and Temper
boy.
Teostra Carapace.
Yeah, we got 2 ones though. What were the two
Oh,
fails?
yeah. You're right. The ones are Elder Dragon Bones.
Oh, so armor?
Yep, the armor version. The 2 armor ones.
Genuinely not even that bad to fail.
It's in Elder Dragons in general, it's always going to be an Elder Dragon Bone or Blood. One or the other. All right, Lunastra. So, kind of as we mentioned, we're missing one from Shaseth. But that one is an Elder Dragon Blood again, which is the weapon version.
So you need me to roll?
Yeah, everybody rolls 1 on this one. All right.
Not that. That's
Yeah.
a 20.
Cheater!
I didn't roll. Roll D20, not just 20. There we go. An 8.
Carapace for the 9. Critical Eye for standard 1. Or armor effect creature that touches or hits you with a melee weapon attack while within 5 feet of you takes 1d6 fire damage. For the Carapace. For the 11, it's another Carapace. You get 2 of those. For Shaseth and 8, it is different. It is the scale. So, tool specialist. While wearing this, this armor, your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check made with a tool you are proficient with, which might be the greatest thing ever for our artificer. And then guard.
This? I can't get below a 30?
yeah. Guard. You cannot be pushed or knocked backwards while you wear this armor. Or knocked prone. No, it knocked backwards specifically. There's other ones that do not knock prone. But that tool specialist would be incredible as a trinket for your artificer.
But that's still so that's worded as is. So even if he's already expertise, then it adds a double on top of it.
I mean, technically, yeah. No, you double your proficiency, so it's not double your expertise. It's just you add another.
Yeah, you add another whatever it is to it. So, so it's like triple.
Yeah,
triple. D&D multiplication. It's additive.
Now I get advantage on it all already, so it's supposed to be +5. So in fact, we get a +20 to every single time I use a tool.
End game.
We will eat forever.
Pulls out fish, slaps it on. Then could you fail? Yes, but not likely.
It's a good way to get the daily.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I found my new trinket since I've only been using 1.
And boop, there we go. All right. So, you finish hunting Teostra. What is your guys' plan? Are we investigating these ruins? Are we trying to take a long rest before we do anything? What is your guys' plan?
I can give us a short rest, but I burned through a lot of things in order to make sure I didn't die.
I feel like we might as well just go back. Might as well kick everything going.
Yeah, I mean, that ruin might have some information on that weird sorcerer guy that we never actually fought and don't know anything about.
Yeah, but we could take the airship back here. It'll take way less time for us to just airship.
That there is time to actually take because it could be like the Gogmazios thing where we don't have time.
Hmm.
There's always no time for something.
From what you guys are
So
aware of, currently, Mindguard has reported hunters dying. There is word of the virus spreading from the west. Faster it gets to there, the more you'll save potentially. But also dealing with, the leader of this is kind of, I guess this is a moral choice. You try to save the hunters now, or you try to discover the secret to defeating like the all evil.
It sounds like they need to get off their butts and stop being scrubs.
Hmm. I think I'm required to, being a paladin and all.
As long as you're following your oaths, you're not necessarily strictly have to be lawful good. It's your whatever your oaths are.
Mage would be about the ruins. It's all about knowledge and new discovery.
Can I nuke both options?
You can
Nuclear option sounds perfectly fine.
fucking American.
Look, I got 2 giant explosive dragons right here. Of course, I'm going to harvest up every explosive part I can to make the biggest bomb possible.
Hmm.
I don't think you're gonna be able to get unless you like somehow magically spend the next long ass fucking time clicking every bit of powder on both of them. You probably
Remember
aren't gonna.
last time I made a pretty powerful bomb last time with a little bit. This time I got 2 dead ones. I'm just gonna use my magical plus 15 to everything already to just get things off with tool checks.
I mean, you could definitely gather some. It's gonna take time, is the thing. So
No,
like,
it took us like a few minutes last time.
well, yeah, but you're trying to collect a bunch. So it's gonna take time. It's not like a small little jar full. It's a fuck ton.
All right, well, I'll go where everyone else is going because I'll just collect what little I can.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you can definitely gather some up fairly quickly. Are you guys trying to rest right now? Because I'm bringing up 3 of you are gonna die to a Jagras at this point.
Like
No
I could
problem
use
with taking a
catnap,
long
but
rest.
it won't do anything.
I have no problem taking a long rest.
I'll fight the greater evil. So what is the greater evil? The plague or the guy that we met once?
Plague.
The DM.
Hi.
No.
I don't mind either way, to be honest.
Long
I
rest
think-
it is.
I think I have to suggest we get the blood back soonest. Because
Yeah.
yeah, sure, scary mage dude is scary, but he's not a plague.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
we don't know anything about any special powers he may or may not have too.
well, I can always teleport back with a syringe, give it to Rewick so he can finish making his cure, and then he can teleport me back here again since apparently they have the ability to do that.
Well, he's never seen this area.
But he
You
sent
guys
us over here.
teleported to the hunting ground, and then it was like a day something journey to get back here. The spot from the hunting ground.
We have 2 scrolls to teleport, right? Or did we use?
We
Used
have
one.
3.
I don't remember.
You guys just go fast. I will be back in like 3 minutes. So figure out what your plan is. Be right back.
We had 3. I think we used 1.
We didn't use one to get here.
We used
used
one
one
to
to
get
get
to
to-
thingy.
Oh, that's right.
Wherever the fuck he is. I can't remember.
Yeah, where Rewick is.
Burna. So we have 2 left. Worst case scenario, we teleport there and back. Seems like a waste of the scrolls, but
Especially since we can't buy or make more.
yeah. We could teleport back and then you have them send researchers out to the ruin.
Yeah, but I don't trust those researchers to do anything right. I feel at this point I feel like that everyone's just kind of fodder to everyone else.
Our ambiguously evil party strikes again.
We
I-
gotta,
like, I
let,
just
we gotta let the other hunters do their job at one point. We can't
Yeah.
keep
We should
can't keep
delegate
coming in for
something.
them and letting the world just get worse.
Yeah, Jacob has to do something, right?
Jacob does plenty.
Jacob's done more than most other hunters. The only other ones have done is die.
Kind of like the Sapphire Star thing, you got to focus on the big things, let the guild handle the rest.
Yeah. They can do one research quest without messing it up, right?
They're not going to have a choice.
So we teleport back and go from there, right?
We still got to deal with this immenseness too once we get this stupid thing done.
Yeah. We keep the teleport scroll if we need to go. And our boat should be in Burna still, too.
Our boat was going to Dundorma.
Oh, right. So we can teleport to Dundorma and catch up with our boat.
Yeah.
Assuming it's not assaulted by either a sky dragon or a plague.
All right, so we're doing long rest, and then from there, we're investigating the ruins. And then after that, straight teleport to Dundorma.
No, we gotta go back to Burner first.
There you go. Teleport to Burna.
We'll go to the Norma if that's what it calls for.
I thought
We're
my
going to
argument was we
Dundorma
teleport.
afterwards.
I thought we had this guild investigate the ruins. And we have
If
to
we
get back sooner.
if
This
we
would be
send the guild, we don't know how many people are going to be able to send. If they're consistently under assault already, trying to spread everything thin, it's just too many goddamn problems for us to handle. And we're 4 people, and the whole guild is already a giant mess as it is.
that, and we only know if it's probably about that mage by out of character knowledge. We were only told it was kind of a shady man. We're jumping to conclusions.
I think it's
Yeah.
worth investigating because his efforts have still gone a long way, and the fact that he was willing to assault a village, it's worth investigating to find out why.
Yeah, but we don't know it was him in character. We just know it was the point of interest. Some shady guy. He couldn't confirm one way or another.
If there's a chance it's him, we can go take his communist plane off the plane.
Yeah, because I would think it'd be easier, especially for us, right, rather than the guild who knows even less, for us to go and then find out if it's actually worth time. If not, we abandon it and then teleport out. But if it's worth investigating, then we stay there and then continue to investigate.
It must be a 2-day journey.
Thankfully have a way for us to make it so we can get there quicker without having to worry
I mean,
about exhaustion.
it'll also be 2 days for us versus the guild. We have to, they have to send people all the way out and not knowing anything. So it would be even longer for them.
And with the lack of hunters, their research teams are going to be vulnerable. It's like a basic coup. They're getting rid of all the actual defenses so they can come in without any real reason and just get rid of it. Since apparently their problem is not sharing information with the people about ancient technologies that people probably shouldn't know about.
Wouldn't we be needed more then at the guild to put out any fires that might have sprung up in the 2 days we were gone?
Wait, what?
We were gone 2 days, I think, right? Or was it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
one
Can you repeat the first part?
day? So wouldn't we be needed more to put out any fires that sprung up in the meantime?
I think it's more of yes, but I think it's one of those things that we're always going to be needed by them because the other hunters can't seem to do anything. So we're either splitting our time constantly helping them, not gaining any knowledge on our enemy, or we have to for once gain knowledge on our enemy and let them deal with the consequences of their own guild falling apart. Because we have chosen to help them every single time and have gained nothing new.
Yeah, we are usually so far out of resources and exhausted after fighting. This is twice now. 2 large threats after large threat after large threat. The monsters aren't getting weaker. The people apparently are getting strong. Our enemies are getting stronger, whether by poaching or weird goddamn magics that turn people to snowmen.
And we keep having to constantly go back to the village to help them. Like at that point, just evacuate the village and abandon it because we're not always there to help you, and you seem to can't are unable to help yourself.
No, we're not going back to Pock Village. We're going to Burna, which Rewix is. We give him the blood. If there's nothing unusual happening, we can come back. But
Yeah, but they're specifically targeting him. Same place he could have been was with us on an airship while he could do his work, and he's using the stupid excuse of can't take my lab with me. He definitely could.
yeah, but even so, if they're targeting him, then if he
I mean,
dies, then the whole plan is
Burna
pointless.
Burna's a bigger city though,
Yeah.
so it should actually be able to defend him better than Poker Village.
That's why you should have just accepted us taking him to Dorma and been done with it. That's literally the most heavily artified place.
It's also where the plague is.
It's also where they had the Inventus, despite being there, had a infiltration of Red Town Society already in there.
Mm. More
The
places
way
to
my
hide.
vote is to investigate the ruins because mages have been tired of constantly running back to the guild.
From the
Or
not
at
being
least
helpful.
running to hunters in distress. The guild is one thing, but the constant of these hunters need help.
Hmm. What's your way in, Gerathor?
I genuinely don't know. I still have my own problems that I have to deal with that I have to put on a back burner because they're less important.
Like what?
The thing?
Background
Do you
problems.
not remember the whatever the fuck that was?
There's a lot of things I don't remember about you.
The when they tried to remove his curse, it failed.
Oh,
The thing that doesn't let me die?
you know, you want to share some of that not dying thing? I felt pretty crispy back there.
It's just being swole,
Just
and let me
Yeah.
take all the hits.
He did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups,
All
3
right.
kilometer run every day.
Well, during that long
Exactly.
rest, who wanted amulets, cloaks, or jewelry?
I think I was supposed to take the amulet since I don't have anything
Okay,
in my
because I can
armor.
make 2 amulets in case someone else wants a Constitution of 19.
I already have an 18.
Didn't your staff use a higher one?
I have a 14, or no, I have a 12, I think, but I don't have
Well,
any slots for it.
you wouldn't be able to give up 2 things
14.
or
No,
suppress 2 things.
no, I kind of need all my slots.
I'm the only one who can pretty much get use out of any of your attunements because I have the room to spare. Since
Okay,
I don't
and
benefit from the monster hunter stuff.
I thought Gerathor said he wanted the cloak of resistance.
I don't believe that I have the capability to get rid of anything in my yeah, immunity to cold, speed eating, and evasion. I can't get rid of any of that. Well, not
Okay.
evasion, but +2 to dex saves.
If I get rid of my savage tail to eat something, that's when I'm gonna need it. I know it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can give you the health. I'll be further in the back line.
Oh, you know what? I can't because
No?
if I only have 3 slots and one of them is used for the flying speed, the other one's to give me an 18 dex or 18 AC. So I either
Nice.
don't have AC or I can't fly.
I think that natural health is better than an AC.
Yeah, because
AC at this point is basically not
Yeah,
going to
for
save you
now.
from
It's just
anything.
suppressed anyway, so it's not a big deal.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
also my AC of 25 has not mattered at all in this last few fights. I've been hit every time.
I have an AC of 18, and I blocked like a hit.
You blocked at least 2, not 3.
Nice.
It's more for the normal people, but yeah, it's fine. My AC becomes a 13 though.
As
It's
long as
okay.
you're not being actually hit, you'll be fine. So during a long rest, you'll get your Constitution become 19.
We should go back to the Wavarian house in long rest there.
That was like a day and a half away.
Mm.
Is there a way for me to change that stuff?
You can go to the item stuff and just drag in the amulet health.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what'd you guys decide to do?
Long rest, and then go to temple.
Okay, you're gonna rest in the lair here, or are you going to rest
Can we
somewhere
head back to camp?
nearby? You're gonna try to make it back to camp?
I'm asking, should we head back to camp or should we just go bunker down with that gnome?
I do have 2 HP.
Just go into the cave.
All right, we'll head to the cave and we'll just block it up with some rocks.
Yeah, well, putting the amulet in my inventory is nice, but it doesn't actually do anything.
equip it.
It doesn't actually do anything.
Tune it?
It's weird. When I equip mine, it makes my stuff
It could be
become
broken.
empty.
Could be broken.
Well, just set your constitution to 19 for now, I guess.
Remember what it was before.
Yeah, 13. Which is +6.
I would just put it in your notes somewhere.
And adjust your health to whatever. Gain
15. What is it? 15 plus times 3.
another 45 HP.
God damn.
Yep. 45 HP.
You probably have more HP than I do now. So I'm at 131 max.
I'm watching his max HP just fucking shift all over the place right now.
Gosh damn it. Seriously? Well, I'm thinking it was at 83. And then plus 40. Okay, it doesn't want to work the way I think it is. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. That's nice.
Manual math. I'm just loving all the errors just popping as he's making changes.
128.
You're 3 less than me.
I need to write that down. 83.
All right.
There you go. I put it in my appearance box and biography.
Okay, did you need to adjust your armor class now or no?
It's it's just 13. It's just 10 plus my dex, so it's natural armor. It's easy to remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was just thinking because your armor class was 18 right now on the character sheet.
I have to unequip my armor and it'll just drop back. But
Gotcha.
because it's not like it really.
So,
matters.
at what point do I need to start making saves for my
Fortune.
random maniacal laughter?
I thought you were cured of it.
I didn't. You said you can only get cured when I had started showing signs. I had started showing signs.
We don't know if he's infected or not.
True. And it's only been less. It's probably been about an hour after carving and stuff like that. I do remember, I remember, but I also wrote down the amount of time. So you have not started laughing or going crazy yet.
But it's
Okay.
flight. How would we even tell if he was going crazy?
That's true.
As part of this long rest I'm trying to do, I'm going to use my cobbler's tools to make everyone's shoes better, so that way when we do a forced march, we don't get exhaustion.
No?
Yes.
Is that an actual thing? Because
Yes.
where?
I'll bring up the tooltip right now for
Is
you.
it under fucking Tasha's? Tasha's
Yes,
rules.
it's something you get. Where are the items I can just get from Place Game?
Wait, is it under Xanathar's where they like give you more details about stuff you can do with the tool sets?
Arcane history helps with. Let's see here. Maintain shoes. Part of a long rest, you can repair companion shoes for the next 24 hours. Up to 6 creatures of your choice who wear shoes you worked on can travel up to 10 hours a day without making saving throws to avoid exhaustion. So it's an extra 2 hours of walking you guys can do a day without having to. So you skip 2 saves.
Was that Tasha's?
Yeah, it's Tasha's.
That's funny.
It's a great one.
Yeah, something I've wanted to use for a while now because I get so sick and tired of having those short ones. So yeah, I'll do that as part of the long rest.
Okay.
Cobbler's tools.
This is part of a long rest. I was like, that's gonna take some like time and effort, and like you're not gonna get effects, but it's part of it specifically in the rules, so I'll allow it.
That's why I like tools. That's why I want to use tools more.
Oh, you can craft a hidden compartment. With 8 hours of work, you can add a hidden compartment to a pair of shoes. The compartment can hold an object up to 3 inches long and 1 inch wide and deep. Make an intelligence check using your tool proficiency to determine the investigation check DC needed to find the compartment.
Yeah, it's only a DC 35.
Right now, that would be when I put the material in during that next time I can, it'll be a DC 40.
Yeah, that's with work though, so that means that's not if you're not taking a long rest while everybody else is long resting or something like that, or when you guys have some downtime. That's not during the rest.
That's downtime. I know.
Wanted to make sure.
Such a weird use of cobbler's
It's
tools.
real. I agree. That's strange.
Even the investigation, you can learn where someone has recently visited by examining the wear and the dirt that has accumulated on their shoes. Your experience in repairing shoes makes it easier for you to identify where damage might come from.
So weird.
Good. And I'm gonna start using tools more often since I
Your
have
no-
I proficient at all of them.
Your knowledge of shoes aids you in identifying the magical properties of enchanted boots or the history of such items.
Canonically, give your character a shoe fetish.
No.
No, I'm American. We already have those.
So you have all things you're proficient in, right? For the
I'm
supplies.
good with
and
every
stuff?
tool.
Yeah, I need to look at.
What's that
Xanatar
under,
too.
anyways, in the artificer? I feel like
The
it's
ability to use all tools or ability to be proficient on
be
them? Because I'm not
proficient.
I'm using all.
Proficient with all tools. That's what I'm curious about.
Oh no, but I can use all tools, not proficient in all tools right now.
No,
I'm
you get
proficient
have your
already.
proficiency to added to anything you're not proficient in. And then at a certain point, you're just proficient in every tool. Because between your character background and then your class giving you a butt ton, and then your subclass giving you even more,
Oh, that's right. I remember I was gonna get them all by like level 15. Anyways, I'm 15 now.
yeah, it becomes where you're probably not proficient in like one or two things.
I think that's glass blowing because it takes way too long.
Yeah, I don't see anything about being proficient with all. At least not in the standard artificer. Is it in your class one? Which you are, which one? You're the armorer, right?
I'm the armorer, yes. I can make tools whenever I want for an hour work. Where's everything?
There's
Yeah,
tools.
5 tools. So I might have been using that because we were using this before. I was using this before it was officially out. So I might have been the one that was in the.
Gotcha. Yeah, you are not proficient with all tools. You're only proficient with Smith's tools and one other
Oh, you get that for
tool
that
of
one.
your artisan's choice from your armorer. And then at your base class,
Oh, and yeah, it get these tools, Tinker's tools, and one type of his choice, and then the armor subclass gives him.
Smith's and one other of his choice.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then
you can pick two other ones in this case. So you have thieves, tinkers, smiths, and two others, which I'm assuming is cooking and something else.
Cobblers because I want the issue thing's gonna happen.
Cool.
at level 6, he gets expertise with everything he's proficient in, and he has the right tool for the right job, so he can make any tool he ever needs, even if he's not proficient with them. He's got them.
Correct. So we just want to make sure that's clear because there's other ones you don't have access to, then, or you have access to, but you are not proficient.
And I think
There-
you chose the feat, didn't you, to make recipes easier? I don't know if that gives you a.
The crafter feat? No, because we don't get those till next level.
Okay.
Okay. All right, back to the game. You guys want to long rest? Long resting here, long resting with the gnome that's just up the road a little bit, resting in that small hallway. Where are you guys attempting to rest? As after a little bit of time, these dust clouds do disappear.
I let Gerathor choose where we're resting.
They disperse. Thor of Gera.
Guess I'll do a trailblazer thing to try and find somewhere good to rest in this cave section.
Okay, yeah, if you want to drink in the cave section right there, you can. As a reminder, the gnome little like feline melinx area was here. This is where the door was at, and it leads off into some like space over here that is not on map. Oh, if you're going to do or wherever you're going to do it, I do need you to make me a survival check, which you've already done. Okay. So
Yeah, it was one of the UA things I had previously, but it's no longer official.
I'll be for the best.
realistically, yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll fix some shoes, and then probably after I finish doing shoes, I go mad.
You go mad.
Well, according to the disease list, someone because they don't even know I have it until I search signs.
Do we have any reason to suspect anyone being infected? Well, it's a disease anyway. We know that much.
Yeah, you guys heard some information about it, kind of what it does a little bit. No
But
signs.
I can cast detect magic, but if it's a natural something, it
Yeah,
won't
it's
know.
it's caused by the magical clouds, but it is not necessarily a magical disease. It's carried on them, to be more correct. I don't want to do that one. So something is happening as you are sitting here, but the question is, what is happening? You know?
Tackling ourselves as I'm making people's shoes. I wouldn't know.
Little giggles here and there.
This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy went home. This little piggy went wee all the way down my throat.
I need to use the restroom.
Go for it.
Like
Okay.
after I finish one shoe up, as I finish shoe after shoe, I just keep on like handing him over.
So,
What?
yeah, as you hand over the rest, in your guys' case, does go by peacefully as you take a long rest, in this hallway.
Press the button. Yes.
What's that?
Press the button.
Press the button.
Pressing the button.
The fog cloud that was once over the island has vanished out of sight. You have not encountered any new creatures other than maybe a couple insects kind of skittering by during your 8 hours of rest. It is fairly quiet, and maybe that's due to you being so close to Tiestra's lair that most creatures won't venture into here, and the couple that have, you've taken care of already.
On a side note, did anybody add to the party loot? Or...
I did not.
I did not.
Okay, then.
70 HP back. That's how much I needed.
And the mage will get his back when he gets back. So, now that you are fully rested up, and when Mage returns, will heal himself. Trying to venture out? Are we teleporting? Are we walking? Where are we going? We have a little bit of time left in the stream since we went way over last time. I don't mind. I have stuff I have to do when this around noon. So
Aren't we going to head straight to the temple place?
That's where we're going.
Okay, going to the temple. Yeah. All right, so we have to venture out of this area. Once we get out of this hunting zone, go through the caves and back towards the base camp. We'll do our normal travel rules. So, Gerathor, if you would, give me a survival check. And which direction are you going?
I don't remember the quickest way out.
This big hole right down here, because we countered the false statue that way.
Guess
Takes
we're
us
going
towards the
that way.
Espinasse.
Okay. You go walking out into that. As you do,
We had 2 blood and 2 bone, right? Or was it 3 bone?
you had 2
2
blood and 1 bone.
Oh, we got 1 bone from each.
You got
Maybe not.
fast.
Yeah, we failed twice in Teostra, so it's 2 bones.
Yeah, which was his was 2 bones, and then 1 blood from Teostra from a roll, and then from her, you guys did not get any. I don't believe.
We rolled a 1.
A 1. So that was a blood. So I guess it was 2 blood, 2 bone. Okay. Okay. So you walk out into this area. As a reminder, there are ruined and cracked pillars on either side of you as you are walking along this section seems to be part of the ruins that you see that you were just came from, where the Tiestra was making camp. There is also a large opening at the Tiestra's lair that you could use to get out to go above ground if you so choose. But as you're kind of begin walking this way, to your right side or the east, there is a large drop off into the dark water below. To the left is stone wall, goes up about 20 or so feet until it hits the curve and arch of the cavern above. It seems fairly peaceful in this area as you're walking along. Little bugs, couple critters kind of walking through this area. Not much to see as you walk as a group. And Mage, are you back?
Yes.
Cool. You get your long rest, so go ahead and give yourself that.
Yeah.
Move character. Try not to cough right now. Though it's bothering me. It happening.
It does that.
Don't worry, I've been coughing too.
Oh man, it's been horrible since I got back from vacation. I've been like sick and coughing. It's been annoying as shit. But no sore throat, so there's that at least. That's gone.
Did you test for COVID?
I did, yeah. No COVID. Most likely sinus infection. So I get all the time around this time of year. Okay, so yeah, it's fairly quiet along this pathway. You don't seem to encounter anything serious or dangerous as you make it to this section of the area. After you climb up the vines, you open up into a large open area. Old nests kind of scattered about. Some stalagmites on the ground with water falls from some water above ground that you cannot see, pooling down to the depths below this mountain on either side of the area. On the right side, it's more just kind of streaming down the walls and through cracks down below. On the left side of the area, it is a literal like waterfall falling down into an open area. As you look about, you don't see really any creatures, but Gerathor, give me another survival check as we enter into this new area. There it is. Okay, found it. Okay. So, as you don't really see many creatures in the area, you do happen to notice that during some of the explosions and the kind of quaking that happened during the Tiestra fight, a large opening as you kind of walk through this area. Over here seems to have opened up. It's roughly about 3 or so feet tall, about 2 or so feet wide. You could squeeze through it easy enough. You can't see any light coming from it. There's water trickling down on the sides, kind of caving around, giving this kind of an opening. What do you guys do? It's the one thing that seems kind of new and maybe intriguing in this area.
I'll poke my head in.
Okay. You have dark vision, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you poke your head in, and inside you see what looks to be a very pristine altar. You can only see the base of it, and you can kind of almost make out whatever's on top of it, but it's just at the angle you're at and the height. It's about 5 to 6 feet in or so, and seems to open up into a small cave-like area.
Wait, Mage. There's some kind of altar over here, Mage. Can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Also, are any rocks in the area?
As you look around, there are definitely rocks.
Hey, Gerathor, there's some rocks over there.
I will go rock. What happened? Did I? Guess I didn't.
You need some help investigating that, Mage?
I think I just rock.
Well, what skill am I using?
You just rock. Go and roll me a d6. I mean, tell me what you're how you're trying to investigate this. So, do you go inside and look at it? What do you do specifically? Gerathor, that is a Dragonite ore.
2 of them.
It's big enough for me to go in there, right?
Yeah,
Or is it
it's
just a
3
normal
feet
hole?
tall, about 2 feet wide. You might have to crawl or crouch to get through, but you can definitely get through, and it seems to open up into a slightly larger area. Not huge, but something roughly about 10 feet or so across, you would guess. From the little bit you can see, like making out, looking through, like in grayscale. It looks similar. At least the structure of the altar looks similar to the same kind of design and carvings you saw on like the pillars and stuff in other parts of the ancient ruins you witnessed.
Yeah, I'll go in there. I'll grab a little rock, right?
Mhm.
Cast light, so that way there's at least something in there.
Yep. There's no hisses or screams or of any animal as a light kind of like bounces into the area.
I guess on my end, I'm not proficient in history, but I can at least make an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and which one are you gonna do? So I
Do
guess
Arcana.
I guess I'll describe what you see. So as you enter into the area, you see same 4 like pillars that you saw as you were walking through the previous area. There seems to be a caved in wall to the northern side. You're coming in from the east. That is almost completely sealed. It looks like from water erosion, stuff like that. On the altar, there's a little bit of a light shining down, just barely through the tall ceiling that goes, your rough guess, about 50 or so feet high. It's very thin though, nothing you could climb up into. Just like a bead of light down onto this altar. The altar itself is finely carved. Sitting on top of it looks to be a stone throne with a crown that's been carved that sits on both of the armrests and kind of floats above the seat itself. And that's what you see.
There's no words or anything.
The words, if you look at them, I would say you probably.
I have this stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine if. Let's go in. Let's give it. Maybe there might be words, or at least legible words, because it has been a long time. Give me a. Let's just roll a D100 and see. I'm gonna say there is a 30% chance, so a 70 or higher. Cool. Yeah, there does seem to be some words in some ancient language that you normally couldn't decipher. And in this case, as I'm assuming you cast a spell, correct?
Hmm.
Yep. Cast a spell. It is the words would be. The throne of the Jungle King.
Jungle King?
Jungle King, yes.
That's what it says. At least the literal translation of it.
As you kind of look around a bit more to see what you can find, if there's any other words, you happen to find, as you go around the backside of it, he who touches this throne shall be visited by. And you're trying to get that last word. It's kind of fuzzy, taking a little bit of time to translate. And it says worshippers after a couple seconds, as it kind of cuts into or changes into like a legible language.
Does anybody feel like becoming a king?
Is that what that means?
Well, I'm assuming like a return. It's hard to say if you touch it, right? You get the crown, whether or not they're gonna, trust you as their king. But I mean, the size of it is it enough to fit on like my head, or is it smaller?
So the crown is made of stone. It seems to, as you look at it, seems to be part of this altar itself. It's not like a crown you could put on, unless you literally broke it off of the altar. It is a stone crown.
Yeah. I'm trying to judge its size. Like, is this size even the seat itself? If I
No,
were to sit on it,
you
is it
could
tiny?
not. It would you'd fit like one butt cheek in it.
Okay, so it's like a shakalaka size.
So mini orc being a tiny creature consider.
Well, let's check before.
I will.
Yeah, let me.
identify.
I'll do. Okay, yeah, I was gonna do a ritual of detect magic.
I will investigate the area as well with arcane.
Okay, so give me an Arcana check, and if you want to investigate, or if you want to do a detect magic to see if what you can determine this is. Wow, a
magic.
crit. Magic. All right. So let's see here. The type of magic that you sense
Be a plus 0.
would be.
Do I not have identifier?
Be a ritual. I have it if you don't.
I do not, apparently.
Trying to determine.
Ritual cast identify.
I just don't have a pearl.
Our combination we should be able to find out. Hopefully.
I think the closest this would probably be divination. Is at least the closest to the type of magic it could be. And then flight as you were investigating, trying to determine this thing. Initially, you're trying to connect with the ley lines and any kind of other magical effects through this, which this is obviously a magical shrine. As you look at it, seems to be a twist and an uneasiness when it comes to the power that comes off of this light. And maybe you get that same thing Mage with the divination. It seems strange that the wording, in addition to it being divination, is this shrine is cursed. Being visited upon by its worshippers maybe necessarily doesn't mean something friendly.
We should leave it and or destroy it.
Cover back up.
Yeah, there's no need to destroy it.
All right, we should get going before. I think so. I want to grab some rocks with Gerathor and just blockade the thing.
Yeah, mage.
Thing
full
said. Yeah, if it's loose stone, I could make a thing, but if it's hard earth, I can't do much about it.
It is stone.
You can have Kahootie sit on the throne.
I would recommend it. This thing's definitely cursed.
Oh yeah, but it's Kahootie. So just poof.
Yeah, but what if
He just looks at you wide-eyed like, you son of a bitch.
for some reason?
And this is where we learn that Mage doesn't give a fuck about his thing.
Kahootie will just poof.
He'll become a
Yeah,
king. and
into
the king of
eternal
nothing.
comment.
It'll affect us all. Remember that vision one in the desert? That may or may not have been us? Mage. I'm pretty sure Mage went through that one, but there was one first altar that flipped our night vision with our day vision.
Oh, that was a great one.
We couldn't see in daylight.
I like that one. I wasn't up for it though.
I mean, I'd still be fine.
Get fucked.
I'm able to see finally in the dark.
Also, I have the spell remove curse.
If you want to try it, go ahead, but
Aren't you in a more of a rush to go see those ruins anyways? The sooner we get there, the more time you have to look at them.
That is true. This isn't moving. All right. It's a better option.
as we go through areas, I'm going to periodically point out rocks to Gerathor when applicable.
And I'm going to look for bugs.
Okay, you have some time to look for bugs in this area. Ore has already been found. 18 on the investigation check. That is a success. You find some bugs of interest.
All right. You said survival or sleight of hand?
It is sleight of hand, yes, or I believe survival.
Sleight of hand.
And you have a bug net, correct?
No, I did not purchase a
I
bug
believe
net.
we had gust.
So you have to gust because bug net is required to catch the bugs.
I shall gust it.
Yep.
Which gust though?
You catch a bug, roll me a d6.
Is there no quick thing on the left side to roll the die?
I don't know.
I have to like type it every single time.
I mean, you can probably put
I
in a
had to
macro.
make a macro.
Macro for every die.
The one on an insect is an insect husk. You catch the
That
husk
What's an insect?
of a cicada.
Does this work?
Congratulations, you caught a dead bug. It almost escaped you.
The wind almost
Thanks.
took it the other
There you
direction.
go.
You're just testing that one?
Yeah. Gotta make one for each die.
Okay. And
Presume that we're gonna stop here.
we
before
are going
go
to stop
any
here.
further.
Yeah, we can decide where you guys go and which direction next time. Because there's a couple different directions to potentially go. So we will call it here. For those watching, we will be back on the 25th. So 2 weeks from now is when the next game will take place as we see this group head to the Temple of Doom to see what they. I was just
Could it be as fun as the
I saw a
Nickelodeon
lot
show?
of things about Indiana Jones recently, guys. Temple of Doom is definitely where it's going. Full on Kalima arts and everything. But either way, we'll see where they what happens in that temple on the next episode, or at least on their journey to it. So after that, we'll see what the conclusion of them bringing that Tiestra blood to Rewix does, and where they go from there. So until then, I will be back myself. I will be back in 2 hours at 2 p.m. Central Time to run with Team Mizutsune, as they have finished hunting down the Valstrax and they are making their way to Poke Village, I believe, in this upcoming episode. So, I will see you guys then. If you like what I'm doing, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Amellwind. If not, we'll see you guys next week for this group, or not next week, on the 25th, for this group's next episode. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.